I'm like on the second last day of my antibiotics, and I actually have a brain again. It's very exciting.
Whoa! That's like me having taken iron tablets now. I'm like, oh my god, is this what it feels like to actually have energy every day?
Yeah.
It's like fucking ridiculous.
I forgot that iron tablets are actually in the pregnancy tablets. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's my iron. Maybe that's why I'm so crap. I'm like, no, I've literally been having iron in
Every
my
day,
tablet
yeah.
every day. Balls.
Oh man. Apparently, if you have vitamin C with the iron, it absorbs way
Helps
better.
absorb it. Yeah.
Fun
How are we all
facts.
doing?
Fun medicinal facts.
You guys all ready for this?
No. Yes. Let's go.
Sure.
Y'all ready for this?
I can say actually yes because I'm like near to the bottom of the initiative, so.
I mean, yeah, that's very. You are not incorrect.
I am not
as it turns out.
first.
Yeah. So
I am not first.
So I'll switch myself over to LB Radio now that I think I've got everything else sorted. Because I've set it all up and I'm not even looking at it.
I'm even after Northrope. What?
What?
Advantage.
I like how the
So,
sisters
we were
both
rolling
rolled
initiative
shit.
today, right, Quinn?
No, Nick, what?
Nani. No, we were not.
Yeah, these
No.
numbers were just placeholders. Like,
So,
does the order really matter?
no, it doesn't.
That
So, let's get into it, shall we? Sorry, now that I've wasted a whole lot of time.
sure.
What we need is a very appropriate.
Previously on.
Gets her every time.
I forget every time that we did.
So our crew finally left Fort Falling Embers and hit the road north, traveling up the trade route, essentially making the way towards the mining village or mining town of Ruavant. There to potentially figure out a way of interacting and possibly exposing a member of the slave circle who potentially is the one ruling it all, who has been operating and using all the machinations from the shadows to put his finger into all of the pies across the Eastern Reach. A man known as Faruz Murad.
Faruz Murad.
A former royal guard who retired to the town and has since been maybe a little bit under suspicion of some activities. A relatively uneventful day has passed since leaving the fort, and as the night began to fall, or as afternoon waned towards nighttime, our very perceptive party members at the front picked up on some small little signs that they may not potentially be alone as they approached a crossroads. A couple of the party decided to be attempting to be sneaky. Went up over a rise to attempt to get a better view, and were alerted a bull-like creature on the small little rise where, given the noise that it made, they were hailed from the crossroads below where a couple of men stood. As it turns out, in wait for a particular little gnome who had made some rather disparaging comments about the icon of their faith, from which,
Dick, by the way.
who was very much a dick, yes.
Yeah, it was a dick.
And they now seek a level of verbal recompense, which, not having been forthcoming, nor the gnome in sight, our discussion has devolved into a slightly more aggressive tactic as battle is imminent and about to break out. So, we've all rolled for initiative, and we've got our handy battle map here, and I think it's about time we get into it. Yeah, is it right?
Yeah, sure.
I make a whole lot of. I get maps from a whole lot of different places, or I make them myself. Broken. I source them from others, and I make my own, depending on what I'm trying to build, or if I just need something generic. But anyway, kicking us off, I believe we have at the top of the order, Vander. So, standing near the top of this rise, or coming down from the rise, you have an armored man with a fairly large sword, and another individual, rather slim, slightly on the shorter side, standing on top of a small little signpost. There was a robed man up in near a pool to the north. You have the bull-like figure that's retreated off down the road a little bit. And your friends have also discovered a couple of other people off to the left, essentially in hiding and waiting to ambush you.
Oh, Vander knows them.
Yes, because I believe you guys messaged
Yeah, we did the
each other
message.
while that was going on. So it's over to you, Vander, as you have a slightly higher dexterity than our wee little cleric. What would you like to do to kick off this fracas, this melee?
Must come to blows. So be it. Vander will use his feline agility.
Cracking out the back gate, I like it.
Yep.
Yep.
And he is going to blast straight to the cleric.
Oh, you're top enough north? Alright.
Because that's 50 feet away.
Yep. 50 feet, and you can move 60-ish, can't you, with your agility?
Yes.
Oh,
Brilliant.
That's
I love that. Which, of course, takes this man completely by surprise at the fact that he was obviously waiting for something to go down. And he's got that tiny little smuggish kind of grin on his face of these guys have got no idea what they're in for. Holy shit, he's in my face!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright.
Is it an action or a bonus action to use an item? Specifically, the Wand of Self-Silence.
It is ordinarily an action to use items. Ordinarily. Yes.
Okay, I'll use
You're
my
asked-
action to activate the wand.
Okay. And for everybody else, do you want to let them know what that does?
There's a silence bubble that emanates from me.
Mm-hmm. Does it say how large the bubble is?
No healing for Batman.
It does not, but I know it's an aura.
Yeah. So effectively,
Is it like
casts
Ted?
it casts the silence spell on the
Silence spell is big.
Yep.
That's a good bubble.
It's
It
it's a really good sized bubble. Let me just take a quick little check. It is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, Jimmy
So-
Christmas. That's huge.
That's that's out that. That's massive. Okay. So interesting. That's really good.
No bubble, no casting for you.
It's not
Yes.
just that. There's also the assumption that this guy controls the bull, and if it's a verbal, no.
Bad.
Very true. Yeah, no, yep, I love that. Very good way of looking at it.
Nice.
Um,
I appreciate the healer being dunked on.
Alright, I don't have a silence
Yeah,
tag.
Get dunked on.
Yeah,
but I do have I do have a different.
Imagine being a healer.
Imagine.
I do have a
Imagine
different
being
tag.
clerical.
So let's put different on
Wait.
this one.
Hold up.
So that also counts for you.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
I shut myself up.
Alright.
Oh, is that how you do it?
20-foot radius? Yeah, that's impressive. Okay. Yep. And that's your action.
That is my action.
Cool.
That's a
Uh,
bad circle.
Will you let me, with my bonus action, have one attack?
With your offhand? Yeah, sure.
Then I will attack.
Alright, go for it.
Nice quick little flick out with the wand before putting it away, and then while he's looking at the wand, going, "What was that?"
Yep, very confused.
in the chest.
Yeah, no, very good.
Deafening you
Okay.
is worrying, but then at the same time, I think It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Should be right.
It's fine.
So 16.
It's a very good move. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Getting up in the cleric's face and silencing him right at
Mhm.
the start is nuts.
Sorry, 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Right, give me 1 sec here. Okay, cool. That actually breaks concentration on a spell he had as well, I
Ruined
think.
city, alien planet.
I think
military
silence
base.
breaks concentration.
No.
No, it doesn't? Okay, cool. He's still,
No.
still concentrating then. Alright. Yes. 17 definitely hits.
Okay, cool.
Oh. What am I thinking of? Oh, the cat wants in the window.
Probably put, probably
Um,
put a
Of course
concentration
he
tag
does.
on him.
Or she.
I'm still getting used to working with the tags I've got as well.
what is the? I'm trying to think of. There's like a thing you can. They email you when stuff goes on sale really cheap, and it has board game stuff as well as normal game stuff. They might have stuff for you broken, like I don't know, like a collection of maps. I don't know.
18 points of damage.
18?
Yeah.
Dude.
Oof.
Sneak attack.
Have I ever mentioned I love you, man?
So which dagger are you using?
With his offhand, he is using the +1 magic one from Kick Kick. And his
Okay.
main hand, he's going to be using his dragon bone. 'Cause he's excited to play with
Is
that.
it- Oh, for the dragon, yeah. Okay, so given that this man had 17 hit points,
Oh,
any
fuck.
particular way you want to wreck his life
Oh my god!
and just bring him down completely?
Oh, well,
Oh.
if it isn't on site.
Part of me was gonna be like, should we just incapacitate them, guys? They're not that evil, but never mind.
Yeah, considering he wasn't expecting it to be like a death attack, it's just like a really nice slide straight into his ribs, and then the dude just falls off the knife.
And then that
And-
oops look on the cat's face, like,
Damn.
And so that breaks concentration.
But nobody can see the oops.
Yeah.
that breaks concentration. Death does that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Death has a tendency to break concentration.
Mhm.
Death brings the shoot.
So I've been told.
Um,
Uh,
Wow.
So now we put a death tag on him instead.
oh,
Okay, cool.
Vander's going to then turn around to Sekiat and go,
Sega's gonna misread that and just like stick a big thumbs up, like,
Oh.
ah!
I'm a now. Oh man, I'm loving these new tools. I'm taking a wee bit to play with them, so this might take a little bit. But now I'm removing him from initiative because I can do that. So that's cool.
Oh, that is nifty.
Well, that was an opening round, an opening attack,
Yeah.
shall we say?
Mhm.
Anything else, Vanda? His
oh, he's
shield of-
going to casually take his 10 feet and walk back to Sekiat.
His shield
Okay,
of
I did that part.
The shield of faith he had on somebody has fallen.
oh.
Well, shit.
But you
okay.
could walk towards the other guys.
No, he's walking back to
Okay.
Sekiat.
Okay, and so how long does your silence thing last? Does it say, or is it just like a silence spell?
It's just like the silent spell.
Does
so
it follow
he's,
you?
yeah, it is.
It's based off the wand.
Damn.
Yeah. So it says self-silence, but technically it's cast on the wand.
Oh! Oh! I broke it! I broke it!
It's okay.
No, whoops.
Ah!
Leave it.
Touching.
I
It's
just,
like a spray bottle.
I just tried to do something and it broke. Oops. Can't. Oops.
That was a hell of an open, Vanda.
Mm-hmm.
Freya Elise,
My bad.
any
Shoinkus.
thoughts on following that up? Now, keeping in mind, you are currently hidden from everybody. So, given that
yes.
this doesn't quite count as
God.
surprise, but you are going to get advantage if you're using anything that requires rolls or something along those lines.
Oh.
Yeah, because you guys are hidden and unknown to the others, you guys get a semi-surprise. I'm just not doing you guys get an attack, then they get an attack, that sort of thing. We'll roll it through the initiative and you guys just get advantage on whatever it is you choose to do.
How big is Fireball?
It's big.
It is generally touted to be rather large.
Is I can tell you. It's a
Damn,
20-foot
man.
radius.
Vanda, holy shit.
Open up my second spell book.
Literally 1 hit point more than he had.
I know that he wasn't.
No,
like-
it's great. I
would've
love
so
it.
silent.
It's
They
making
started
us
this.
feel very leveled.
Which is why I wasn't expecting that.
But he is prepared for dinner. Ingham's
A couple of these guys might be slightly leveled, a couple of them may not. So, you know, it depends. You'll see what happens.
I mean, the problem is solved. The priest is down.
Yep.
No need for an apology.
Yeah, no apology.
Yep, so, Freya Elise, what are you up to?
I like how my arrow from last time,
Fuck,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
actually delete it.
That's it.
She's
Oh.
going to just guiding bolt
Ooh,
the warlock.
the Warlock? Okay.
Mhm.
So, you are going to get to roll that with advantage, because he
Alright.
does not know you are there.
Nice.
This wee little kobold that's trying to hide
Little
has
kobold.
no idea that you are there, so you can make that attack with advantage.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 on the Warlock, it does in fact hit. But before we calculate anything else, I do need to double check something.
The
Just-
explosive radius of a kobold.
Well, there is that. Mainly, it's going to be the pain caused to all of his clan, and how they may or may not seek retribution in the future.
It's fine.
Except it's not. This is going to hit him so hard, it's going to kill his ancestors.
Oh, Jesus. Wait!
Oh yeah, because Frey didn't mention she's upcasted. It's like level 5.
Yeah, this is a level 5 guiding bolt on a kobold. Go for
Love
it.
that. Why not?
I've checked on the condition I needed, so I'm good.
Oh,
So
God.
yeah. So yeah, what was your attack roll? I think you.
I think. Oh, God.
19.
They have to.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's an attack. So roll your damage because 19 hits.
Nice.
Oh, Is it 4? Oh, God.
46.
Such a powerful first level spell.
It's a really powerful first level
Yeah,
spell.
this-
And people
that's
say
scary.
clerics are not designed to do damage. I
Yeah.
point you towards things like Toll the Dead,
Mm.
Guiding Bolt,
Mm.
and Inflict Wounds.
wounds.
And then try telling people that clerics can't do damage.
Yeah.
At first level.
21.
21? Are you fucking kidding me? So
These
as
guys
you
have
send
less
your-
health than me?
as you send
Oh,
your
wait, wait,
radiant
wait.
blast, yep.
I accidentally screwed that up and thought that it was 6, so it's 13.
13.
Yep.
Holy shit. Okay, so as your
That's my
radiant
bad.
blast comes careening out of the trees and down to descend towards this man, completely taken out by surprise, it smashes into him and you see this eruption of sparks and frost, little icicles that explode from him as you dispel his armor of Agathis, but you don't take any damage because you're not in melee range.
Ah.
Which is literally the only reason he is now still standing.
Better than he ever did.
He reels quite badly, and you see like that small shimmer of moonlight begin to coalesce around him. So the next attack on him has advantage. And yeah, Agathis is no longer involved, so that's gone. Good way to get rid of armor of Agathis. So what did you do? 13, was it?
Mhm.
All right. Anything else, Frey?
Nope, that's it.
So, as this goes on, our wee man up here, who was sort of getting ready, who may have been taken by surprise. Our wee man up here, taken by surprise at the fact that Vanda was just suddenly there and the cleric suddenly dead, was kind of lining up a shot until just out of the corner of his eye he sees this bright blast strike his also up until now considered hidden ally. So he turns and I believe he should be able to see you because you're not actually stealth at this point. Yep.
Uh-oh.
And immediately takes a bead on you. And... Yep. From there, you can see him kind of vaguely mutter something under his breath. And you see that the arrow he then knocks and brings up seems to have a little bit of its own shimmer around it as he launches it towards you. For a 21 to hit.
That
Does that hit?
hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just checking. I don't know. Sometimes you guys pull out weird shit.
Yeah, you're like waiting for the reaction where we're like, denied.
Actually.
Yeah, actually, DM. no.
Actually, with my shield,
So initially, that does 10 points of piercing damage as the arrow strikes into you, and then immediately you can sort of feel this little sting from the arrow itself, as it immediately erupts out into a hail of splinters and thorns. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Thankfully, you are...
Cool.
Nofrit is out of range, so she also
Good.
doesn't take the damage from this. Yep.
Lucky.
17.
17, that is easy enough, so you just take half damage from the splinters as they go flying. Which is another 4 points of piercing damage. And then, given that he now knows where you guys are, he is going to spend his movement. And he is going to scramble down the far side of the cliff.
You
So
would.
now, from you guys,
Don't have line
he
of
is
sight.
considered to have full cover. Yep, he's out of line of sight.
Rip.
And that's him. So, Vander's silenced, so he can't hear a damn thing. Which is awesome.
But I can read
Nice.
lips.
You can, but you've got to be able to see the thing that you can read
Oh,
the
okay.
lips of. Yeah,
Ooh.
is kind of the issue. So
Hal's lips are hard to read.
I mean, it is true.
It's because they point down. It's not like out, you know.
Casting magic into silence work? I don't know if it
Yeah.
does. It does?
You just
Okay.
can't cast while you're in it if it's a.
Inside.
Voice
Yeah, I was about
one.
to say, I think that still works.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So,
Don't act so
I'm
casual,
not gonna
Robert. You're gonna
I'm
get.
not going to describe what's
ganked.
happening because you can't see it.
Get God.
Just gonna get turned to stone, and then you guys have to deal with it.
No!
Means I can go make dinner. Like, it's great.
Does an
Man.
18 hit you?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
That's
are
thing.
you at full health?
Yes.
You are. Okay, cool.
That's a concerning question.
that mean?
I know, right?
me just tell them
Um,
they're dead.
I also need you to make a strength saving
Nuggy.
throw.
Fuck.
That's not a good thing for you.
16.
Ooh.
16. That saves. Okay. So you take 6 points of piercing damage as an arrow comes flying out from the boulders and the hills just up. Oh god, I need to switch back to the right tab. Come
That's
on,
your
switch
little
back to
weapon.
the right tab.
There's more of them?
Up here.
Oh, shit.
So I will now unstealth this man's.
Did he have advantage on that attack?
He did.
You cannot have advantage against me from being hidden. My alert feat.
He still rolled high enough. That was
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, both of his rolls were, pretty much around the same number
Ah.
for a change
Stop
for
it,
me.
Q.
I know it's bad, right? On the
Oh.
bright side, though, as this arrow strikes you and comes across and sort of grazes past, as the arrow hits the ground, all of these vines start erupting from the arrow as it strikes the ground and try to wrap around you. But you're just a little bit too fast, a little bit too nimble, and they can't quite get a grip on you and immediately fall away and begin to crumble his ensnaring strike did not get you.
Shit.
However, he is then going to cancel that off.
He's gonna start running because
Yeah, that's right. He's got one other thing, but he's also he's got half cover up where he is.
for now.
So that's him, which brings us to little Bob, who I believe 35 feet away from Sekit, huh? 35? Yeah, 35 works. It's immediately and in response to something. Immediately starts pawing the ground and is going to charge right at you, Sekit.
Ah!
Yep.
Okay.
So, and it is going to attempt to trample you.
That's fair.
Yep. So, what do we get? First of all, we're going to hit. We'll try to hit. So that's an 11.
No!
Sorry, boss, that don't hit.
That's all right.
That was the kind of roll I was expecting from you, Q.
Nugget's
Yep.
ears are all dark and caramel color.
Which means, yeah, it cannot knock you prone from that attack. And it doesn't get a second shot. In fact, because it's done that, that is its turn. But now that it's up close with you, Sekit, you can sort of see that there is this almost sickly green sheen to its almost scaly-like bull body. And just a slight little smell of acidity and acrid, noxious toxin in the air.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's not necessarily great.
Little tail.
Damn, man.
Any of those out in the desert?
Not these, no. Oh
Cool.
man,
She'd
look,
have no idea what the fuck then.
Vander, you really kind of pissed some people off with that move. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
does not surprise me.
So, I need you.
They
to
just
make a
couldn't even hear
wisdom-
him scream, you know?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck! Why are you making me do these saves?
Oh,
It's gonna be a
no.
These
dexterity.
are what they target.
Oh,
And
okay.
you actually can't hear anything, and everybody's out of range. So this isn't even necessarily going to reveal this person.
That's a 17.
Oh,
I rolled really well on those.
so moments after the arrow strikes and the vines wrap up and fail to get a grip on you, you somewhat start to feel your body begin to lock up anyway. Start to sort of, your joints lock into position and start to fade. But you do manage to shake it off. You have resisted a hold person spell.
Oh!
That would have been bad.
That
Would have been really bad.
Hi, Satchel Spice.
And I
One
don't
right-
know where that came from.
No, this guy up here tried to restrain you with an ensnaring strike, and there's somebody else who just cast a whole person at you.
Well, now they're gonna be extra pissed off.
Yeah.
Did the
nothing
rest
seems
of
to
us
be-
hear that?
No.
You are all a little too far away to be able to hear that. Just this person is now the furthest person away from anybody in the battle.
Coward.
Hey, look, given what just happened to his mate.
Oh yeah,
Can you-
no.
can you
It's a
blame him?
well-deserved coward.
To be fair, I'm cowwood. I'm to wood.
Purdy,
That was a
calm
good
down.
one.
Thanks for the
you.
luck, Spice.
What did he do? I missed that. Alright, so that brings us to Fighter Mans. Okay,
I wanna
so he
burn
saw the
down
blast from up
whole
here.
forest.
I might need
The
some
bull
help.
is engaged Sekit.
Like,
The fighter is
you're
going
in.
to, charge towards you.
Oh
Yep.
no.
30 feet, that's all he
Oh,
needs.
God.
Yep.
And as he goes, you sort of see that sword that he's got. He's sort of holding it in one hand. He sort of brings the other hand onto the hilt, and you watch as this sword actually grows and elongates into the size of a great sword.
Oh, lovely.
And he is going to...
Oh boy.
He's going to make a trip attack on you. I don't think that's likely to hit.
Is he Battle Master?
With a 14?
No.
Nope. Cool. Yep. No, he's going to action surge. He's going to try it again.
You
17.
actually-
Does hit.
Okay. So, as his first swing sort of goes a little bit wide, maybe he's adjusting to the heft of the sword suddenly changing size and weight. He sort of suddenly pivots, readjusts his weight, and brings it back across, striking into you. That's 8. That's 12 points of slashing damage, plus another 6. So that's 18 slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge?
You can uncanny dodge. That is an attack.
The question mark at the end of that?
So that's
Yep.
9.
Yep. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Fuck.
It's weird. It's like all of these things that target your physical stats have physical saves.
9.
9?
Yeah.
There is enough weight and force behind that attack to knock you prone.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
However, because he used his action surge, he can't follow up on it. That's him. He's done. So, that brings us to Nofred!
Yay!
Okay, cool. Okay,
Hi guys,
cool.
welcome to combat!
Abilities in use.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not just mooks like the bandits you fought in the jail cell. Or, you know.
I mean, I'm glad I killed the cleric.
Oh,
like-
so am I. Yep.
Me too, man.
He was
Christ.
he was good. Yeah, he already had a buff in place. And he was about to start doing more things. So that was a really good call, doing what you did to take him out. I thought he was far enough away that it might take a little bit more than that. So, well done. Yeah.
Okay. That's so over the top. I love it. Let's do it. Okay, we're
Go for
gonna
Do over the top. We love over the top here.
Nofrit's gonna look and be like, huh, forfeiting the high ground? That's interesting. She's then just gonna launch herself out of the trees.
So, small thing to note as well. You
Mm.
do have advantage on this.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, it's alright.
Huh?
No, it's alright. I realized with the other one that was hidden, he actually kind of had advantage on something too, but that's fine.
Oh.
We've moved past it. I don't care.
Heck.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, where you going for it? Sorry.
Move out of the trees.
Yep. Oh, down towards the kobold there. Yep.
Yeah.
He's about to slam dunk.
And I'm going to as I jump like from the edge of the bush down into the little creek,
Yeah.
as I land, I'm gonna be like, sorry about this, and I'm gonna go kaboof and thunder step up on top of the ridge.
All right.
And I'm taking
okay.
that high ground. It's mine, baby.
No, I love
Thunder
that.
that water.
So yeah, so describe for us what Thunderstep does.
Yeah, as she lands, her feet make a concussive sound that can be heard 300 feet away.
Except by
Subtle.
Vanda.
Very subtle. Yeah, except for the
Yeah,
the-
it
and the
sounds like
fighter, yeah.
two cracks of lightning, like boom boom, right next to each other.
I love it.
And he has to make a Constitution saving throw. Or
The
he's
guy that you were leaving the place from. So
yes,
the warlock.
yeah, the guy
Yep.
who gets left behind, which
The
is why I
kobold, gotcha.
apologize to him before he gets yeeted out into a.
He's still reeling from the
ground.
from the moon blast he just got struck with.
Yeah, he has to do a Constitution saving throw. And
Uh,
everything in that gully
Your turn.
just goes out, gets thrown away. He does,
he got a,
he does
got a
not
13.
pass.
Okay.
So he
So
takes
what does he take?
6 and 7. He takes 9,
What does he take?
19?
Oh,
19, thunder damage, and so does the surrounding area in that ditch.
What's the surrounding area? How much of an area does
10
it
feet, which
10
is
feet?
why I could do it, because it's not going to hit Frey.
So, you apologize to this man as both feet strike the ground with this concussive blast, and the kobold can barely swing his head fast enough to move from where the guiding bolt was to hit you before his eyes go wide and his body just rolls.
Nice.
You have killed this man's.
I killed something, guys!
Yeah.
It's not often that I get to do that.
Let's go.
All right, so he's out of the picture too, and he was last on the he was last on the initiative. So
Oh, buddy.
never mind. I
That
got
armor of Agathis wouldn't have even helped him if Frank.
Oh, fucking hell,
the
that's
thing
so
being,
funny.
The two spellcasters were the ones that were closest to him, so it was like, nope, this man's done. All right,
And we
cool.
decided that me summoning my creatures is an action, not a bonus action.
I think that
Yeah.
feels correct.
Yeah, that feels correct. So I don't think I can do anything.
So are you popping up within basically sort of sightline of where he's dropped down behind?
Yeah,
this
100%.
rocky-
I'm
Okay,
standing
cool.
up on the ledge, and I'm now holding my staff, looking down at him.
I'm going to say that actually puts you in melee range with him too. Because
Why
he sort
not?
of just drops down behind the rocks, sort of
Yep.
prepping another arrow, and you've appeared behind him. It's kind of like that small little moment of,
Oh no.
What the heck?
I'm just gonna look at him, and I'm gonna say, "She wasn't alone." And that's gonna be my bonus action, is just to stare down at him and be
And
really
other than
fucking
the-
scary.
other than the man with the greatsword and Vander, everybody else on the battlefield hears this enormous gulp.
Yeah. And I want to say, for a second, there's like a crackle of lightning that just goes.
You hear the dual cracks of thunder and then a massive.
Yeah, that's my turn. I can't do much
The
else.
sound of regret.
The sound of I fucked up. So that's your turn, Nova. That brings us to second. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So, let us start by raging.
Yes, let's go. Thank you, raging. Ah.
So, I've rolled a 1.
A 1, okay.
Ooh.
I need to.
Ooh.
Where is our
What does
things?
that do?
We've rolled
Ooh.
that one a couple times. Hang on, where is
You're
that?
way too happy
No.
about this.
No.
Yeah,
I think she
yeah.
goes
That
bloodlust,
haven't?
right?
Oh.
I don't know. What happens?
I take it you're reading this. Yeah, you want to explain this.
Sekit ducks her head with this big smile as this bull comes and dinks against her side. Just, a little head nuzzle. She opens
Awesome.
her mouth and screams, and these black, shadowy tendrils start lashing around her. And each creature of my
Yeah.
choice that I can see within 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Yep. It's
Ooh.
literally just the bull. The fighter
Yeah.
is just outside of the range with Vander. So Constitution save.
Oh my god, that would be so scary for Fanta, not being able to hear anything and then just seeing Sekit's mouth like fucking
Yeah, it's not 100% sure if that's
good or
what they're
bad.
doing.
Yeah, it's a brand new thing. Hey, it got a 22.
Okay. He
Yeah.
saves. That's fine.
Is it
Does he
Connie
still
boy?
take half? Doesn't say.
I don't think so.
You know what? I don't care. He takes half.
Okay, cool. Of 1d12.
Because why not? Because that just the description's cool enough to inflict damage on this thing. And you gain hit points as well, I think, from this.
I
Temporary hit
do.
points?
So
Yeah.
that is 4 damage to the little doodad.
4 necrotic. Gotcha.
And I'll roll my temporary hit points. I've got 6 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Hmm.
Very handy. And that's your bonus action. So now... I'm kind of loving the new tools in this, actually. Once I get my
This
head
is
around...
fun.
Once I get my head around being able to do this faster, it's going to be so good.
Alright, so I've just seen this dude trip Vander, so I'm going to take an opportunity attack from the bull,
Ooh. Okay.
and I'm going to leg it to my friend, because
Aw.
his steadfast, and I'm not going to let him
No.
fall.
I like it. I like it.
Aw.
Uh, you have no problem getting out of range of this bull. Given that I rolled a natural 1, what we're gonna say
He
is
licks me as well as head nuzzle.
gives you a little nuzzle. I gotta say that this bull, not normally perturbed by things, and instead being a creature that would ordinarily be the one doing the perturbing, is somewhat shaken by this explosive shadowy energy coming out from you, and lashing at it with all these little tentacles, and it's kind of like, shit's messed up, man. And is so confused that you managed to get out of range with an opportunity attack. So go for it.
And I would like
Yep,
to hurt this dude.
go for it.
Well, since you asked politely.
Absolutely, 100% go for it.
And
We
this
got-
is with Eldritch Speed Greatsword too.
Ooh, so what does that do?
Ooh.
So that's a +1 on it.
Yep.
And I already used this other thing of initiative, which didn't help me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you did use it in the initiative? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
got that initiative with advantage.
Understood. Oh, that's right. That's how you get your advantage before you get your
21.
barbarian advantage thing. 21 to hit. Woo!
Yes.
He doesn't hear you coming, but you're still leaking this shadowy sort of these almost like these ribbons behind you as you're just charging towards him, and it does kind of catch him, and he sort of sees you coming, and then immediately just kind of drops one hand off his sword, and it begins to shrink just a little, and tries to bring his cape up, almost to try and deflect your attack with the cape, but it doesn't work. You slice into this man. Do your damage. He had a reaction that didn't work.
9 damage.
9? Alright. And that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh no,
Slashing,
sorry,
isn't it?
plus my strength.
Oh, yep. And your Rajay. And
13.
Rajay.
13.
I remembered my I remembered my rage and the +1 damage from the actual sword itself, but I forgot my actual strength.
Ah, yes. Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, no, he that's a fairly hefty hit on this guy, as you sort of... His attempts to react to your attack fail, and so despite being someone who likes to hit people pretty hard, he got hit pretty hard, and you can sort of see him half, sort of the knee sort of half lose its solid balance, and go, oh, not that you can hear anything, and there's just this silent sort of look as he, okay.
Guess what? The last level up, I got an extra attack.
Yeah,
Ooh, spicy.
the last level up?
I think it was the last level up.
We're
Your
level
level's-
6.
You're level 6, you should have got it like 2 levels ago.
Maybe 2 levels ago, and I'm just getting it.
Well,
I mean, honestly, we
regardless,
haven't fought in
go
like
again.
7 levels, so.
Yep. Yep, regardless, go again.
What'd
Oh, what was that
you
face?
get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got that 20.
Yeah!
Hell yeah!
So I think the only way... yep, no, there it is, big.
Da, da.
Alright,
clapping.
roll your damage. He's already used his reaction on your first attack, and that failed, so he's done. Yep. Well, I mean, he's not done, but probably.
So that's
You-
with
Brutal critical?
full damage and then rolling.
Do you have
this-
brutal critical at this level, or is that...
No. No. Brutal
No?
critical is the next level, I think.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh no, level 9 for brutal critical. Never mind. Cool.
So are we doing this where it's max
Max
dice
damage
when I
and roll. Yep, max damage and roll. It's just the easiest way of doing a crit, I think. That way you're never going to get a moment where you look at it and go, well, that was balls. I hated that. I think it's just the best way of doing a crit now. This is gonna fucking hurt. I love the way you guys are doing with it. It's very clear to me that you guys have been playing some BG3 and have been doing some tactician stuff.
26.
26? Yeah, any way you want to sort of eviscerate this man and take him away from this thread called life after
So-
he's, you know.
I don't realize we're silenced. So I say this whole little spiel thing.
Monologue in silence. Yeah.
And like you just see me like touch my voice box like, what? And then shrugs and then just grins and then just slits him like in half.
Oh.
Ew.
All right. All right.
Splattering Vander with like the viscera. So we're both, like look like we've been in a battle.
Yep. Yep. No, very much so. Okay. Yep. So that man is he drops the sword, looking very
Again.
much surprised at the fact that he was defeated so handily. He was somebody that was obviously very, very believing in his own power and ability, and you see him sort of fall to the ground. The sword would clatter beside him, but you couldn't hear it.
And then hitting in Sicket's head, it's like, yeah!
Her own battle cry. And since I have movement left, because
Yep.
I also got an extra 30 foot of movement from that sword for the first round.
Yep.
Oh.
Can I use my movement to
That was the ogre's sword from the village of Dawa.
Ah,
Yeah, it has a ton of really good effects in the first round of combat only.
Interesting.
Yep.
Am I able
Right, yeah, go
to
for it.
substitute the rest of my movement, which I have a lot of, to get Vander up on his feet and get us back to back?
You want to spend your movement to remove his prone condition.
Yes.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the help
I
action.
don't know. Make me an athletics check. Just
I mean, dragging someone
Yeah.
is half movement, and she's just
It
dragging
is.
up.
And she's dragging up, yeah. But just do an athletics check anyway. To just I want to see what she rolls while she's
Pops
running.
your
26.
shoulder out.
26. Easy.
That's definitely popping your shoulder out.
Vander, all of this is happening so fast. You had all of these effects come at you with an arrow and a spell, and then the sudden guy having a swing at you a couple of times. You got knocked down, but then you got back up again almost immediately. Got knocked down. Because as Seket just sort of runs in and smashes this guy, and then she just immediately reaches down and pulls you straight up, and it's like, oh, not even a chance for you to actually think about the fact that you were lying down prone. You're just straight back up.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Was there anything else, Seket?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
So soft spoken after just
Wow.
eviscerating a man.
This turned very, very quickly. So it's down to our boy on the signpost, who has, for most of this, been very, very casually watching this go on, and there's kind of been this very slow crawl of dread over his face, as suddenly, within a very short span of time, this what they thought was a well-planned ambush has well and truly backfired. So he takes a quick assessment of the battlefield, and he jumps down from the signpost, and he's going to use all of his monk movement
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
to come up and attempt to do a flying tackle on you.
Okay,
Milford,
cool,
from up high.
That's fine. Hit me with it.
Murderous intent.
So he's got 5. So that's a.
We're
oh,
killing him,
5.
right?
So 17 to hit.
No mercy.
Damn it, that beats me by 1.
It does.
Yep.
Okay. So as
have
he
shield?
sort of
Spell shield.
I do not.
So he's going to come up and he's going to strike you for 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he just
Okay.
kind of brings his knee, like a flying knee, into you. And then as he sort of regains his balance, he's immediately going to lash out with an elbow to follow up,
Okay.
This guy.
which is a 13.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. And as you sort of duck out of the way of that, He's going to use Flurry of Blows
Okay, cool.
to make another strike.
Hmm.
And that is a 16.
That is my AC.
Okay, so that's a hit. And that is another 5 points of bludgeoning. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ha! Cool. Let's do that -1. 15 to 14.
14? That... Yep, that beats his DC. You are not knocked prone.
Oh, thank God for that.
Because that was going to be the follow-up as he was going to bring his foot around just to try and kick you in the knee so hard to drop you down.
Yeah.
But that has failed. But that is his turn. I think that actually spent movement that he had. No, he's still got more. Okay. So he's actually going to circle around you to get a little bit more over here and away from the other party members.
Oh, because he might not see Frey?
No. You get the impression he might be aware of it, but as to whether he has detected Frey or not, you don't know. So, that brings us back to the top of the round with Vander, who is now suddenly back on his feet.
Okay.
A lot just happened in the last 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vander is going to sign to Sekhet. One up there, one in the bushes. And then he's going to take off.
All right. Where are you taking off to?
He's going into the bushes. He wants to find this this person who tried to restrain him.
So which bushes
know.
are those?
I think he's going to go north. He's going to, head up around. Well, I just grabbed the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know that can be. I can attach it, but I'm trying to get faster at doing it. So
You're fine. You're doing great.
yep.
Mhm.
It's our first combat with the slightly new system. So
I do like the little
He figures
tags.
that, in this.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to grab. God damn it!
anyway, I'll remove the deafen tag from you so you can grab yourself and move. There you go. No.
There we go.
Oh, it's attached to you. You got it? Cool.
Okay,
You're
that's
figuring
cool.
Yeah, you figured it out? Cool.
In
Okay.
this area seems the most likely to be hiding.
Alright. Your passive perception is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Say 22. I'm going to give that to you because this man already did a thing last turn, so he's not exactly hiding. So let me remove him from stealth.
Oh!
He is currently up in the tree.
Oh, he's in the tree.
He's actually
Oh.
in the tree, standing on one of the branches, kind of like he's got himself semi sort of lashed into one of the. He's obviously not comfortable up where he is, but he's got himself lashed up against the side of the tree just so he can get a better vantage point of things. And you can sort of see he's cleared little bits of the tree branches out of the way so he can see the battlefield better.
This guy.
This guy. I'm gonna do something I wanted to do but haven't had a chance to ever use.
Go for it! I love it. Already I love it, and I don't know what it is.
He's going to grab out the Earthbound Sash. And he's going to use it to effectively cast Earthbind on him. It's the whip.
Okay. The sash? Oh, the Earthbound Lash. Yes.
Oh, is
I
it
was about to
Lash?
say
I
Sash?
misheard
Yeah, it's a
that
lash.
and wrote Sash.
That's right. Sash is is an armor piece. A lash is this is the whip. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, go for it. I'm pretty sure that is it just the Earthbind spell or is it a part of the
it's
attack?
just the Earthbind spell.
Okay. He's actually because he's in the tree though. He's
Aw.
considered grounded.
Damn it.
Yeah.
wouldn't pull him to the ground.
He's not flying.
I know.
Yeah. However, what we could do, just because it's fun, and I like where your head's at, we could always get you to try and make an attack with the lash itself,
Yeah.
and then see if you can pull him out of the tree and lock him down to the ground.
Let's try that.
Let's try that. It will be at disadvantage, just because this is something weird and
done
wacky,
before.
and yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 1.
Oh no.
First roll was a 1.
Oh dear. Well, that sucks. But yeah, he's clearly been watching the battle and sees you coming, and as the tip of the whip comes flicking up, he sort of just moves just almost kind of hugs up against the trunk of the tree a little bit more. Obviously very awkward, and then just kind of tries rebalancing himself as he sort of looks down at you. He's got this very concerned look on his face of, this is not what we had planned.
No.
Yeah.
And let's make it worse by going bonus action dash and climbing up the tree to him.
And yeah, because he's within 10 feet as well, he's within the silence thing. And this is the other cleric. So you have effectively neutralized both of these clerics, and they got one spell off between the two of them so far. Okay. Yep. All right. So your bonus action dash, and so you are now balancing on the tree branch beside him.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, this far away from his face now.
He doesn't know
Hi.
whether he wants to try and jump from the tree or just hug it harder. Is that your turn, Vander?
That's my turn.
Alright, that brings us to Frey.
Can I see this monk?
The monk, yes, you can very much see the monk. He is not
Oh.
making any particular attempt to
Yeah.
be hidden or stealthy.
Frey has murderous intent to that person.
Okay, go for it.
Murderous intent. She's gonna use Guiding Bolt again, but she's gonna use Touch of Winter
Oh.
with it.
Okay, would you like to explain to people what that does?
So, a Touch of Winter is when dealing damage, you may change the damage type to Cold, Lightning, or Thunder.
Doesn't do
funny
anything
little
else.
spell.
It's just, yeah, just allows you to change the damage typing.
It does have on here to add your proficiency bonus to the damage
To the
dealt as
damage,
well.
yep. Yes.
Let's see.
Right. Oh well, make your attack roll against this this monkish man who's currently engaged in fisticuffs with Nofrit.
It is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, your ass is mine.
I mean, that was why I just immediately oh,
That is an 18.
because even
for
his
the
deflect
guiding
missiles
bolt
doesn't help against this
damage.
spell. How much?
18 for guiding bolt damage, and then it is a +3 proficiency, correct?
Yes, so 21. And so what type damage type was this?
This is cold damage.
Cold. Okay, so 21 cold damage. So once again, your little moon-based projectile comes flying out from the bushes and trees atop this rise, and as it flies through the air, it sort of takes on that more ice crystal hue as it sort of scatters through the air. You almost see like the little ice crystals dropping off the back and leaving like this little trail of ice motes in the air. As it strikes this monk squarely in the side, and he kind of and spins around, and he's now seen you. He's obviously very, very hurt. You can sort of see that ice crystallizing up over his shoulder, and then it begins to sort of flake off. He's still standing, though.
She's going to use her bonus action to use Shield of Faith on Nofret.
Can't do that.
Can't do that? Okay.
That's 2 spells. You can cantrip. You can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
Alrighty.
This isn't Baldur's Gate 3.
I keep forgetting.
I was waiting for somebody to do
I
it.
played it too much. My
I
brain.
mean, to be fair, I had to catch myself because the cleric who cast Hold Person, I just about had myself do it. I just about had myself do a similar thing, and then I went, nope, that's not how that works. Yeah. So you can cast a bonus action cantrip or do something else that is a bonus action, but you can't cast 2 leveled spells. So, if there's anything
my
else,
turn,
Frey,
then.
that's your turn. All right. Oh boy, you guys are making shorter work of this than I expected. Lovely. So this ranger he's also seen the ice impact because he was looking directly up at Nofrit. He's going to actually take some steps away and try and get some space.
Reaction!
So you can take an opportunity attack if you would like.
I'm gonna smack him across the face with my fucking snake stick.
Okay. This will be interesting. Go for it.
What do I plus to this? It's a +1 stick.
+1 for the weapon, and then it's your strength modifier.
Is it my strength?
Which is like a -1.
It is!
Unless we've
So
got
it's
the
like just a dice roll.
unless you've taken the upgrade path where you get to add your casting modifier to it, but I don't think you have. I think you used it as a spell
do you
caster.
No,
have
it's an
Warcaster?
arcane focus.
Yeah, it's an arcane focus. Yeah.
Do you have Warcaster?
No.
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 Prioritize
No
other
shield
things.
spell, no warcaster.
Look, okay. The reason I don't have
Like,
shield
She
spell is because
prioritized other things. It's fine.
I don't have the shield because I usually have my runes which block like a certain amount of damage.
Yep.
But they haven't. None of them are charged
You
yet
haven't
in
charged
this fight.
any of your runes, yeah.
So I
'Cause
can't.
you haven't-
There's no
well, I
point.
mean, one of them charged there because you got Thunderstep before. So you did have one of them charge when
Yeah,
you
but I
cast
didn't-
that.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure it charges when you cast a spell, don't you? Or is it only when you spend sorcery points?
I think it's only when I spend sorcery points.
Okay, I sometimes forget how that one works. Okay, yeah,
I'll double check.
never mind.
I'm pretty sure I don't have one charge. But
But it's gonna be great. You get your strike at him, and then the monk's gonna
Okay.
get a strike at you.
well, because I hit his friend.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Someone's got Sentinel.
Maybe I'll
Mhm.
just go check
He's
that.
a monk with sentinel.
Maybe I'll just go.
Nice.
Yep.
Ah, cool. It's a
Well,
12.
Fuck with Sentinel.
He couldn't spend his reaction against a guiding bolt, so he's still got his reaction available.
Fuck. Cool. It's a 12 to try and hit the ranger.
12. Which one was this? This was, so
I don't think it would.
That unfortunately does miss. So as you kind of reach down and sort of swing the far end of your stick at him, he does kind of almost hunch down and kind of almost spider crawl away from you with his bow in one hand.
He doesn't like me though.
No, he's very much aware. I'm going to resolve the monk now.
Okay.
Going to come across and try to clock you at the same time.
Yep, fair.
So he rolls a 17.
That hits.
Okay. So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as his fist sort of suddenly just lashes out very quickly and strikes you.
How many damage did I get?
7 bludgeoning. Okay.
Wait.
And-
Oh no, you can't cast shield effect.
No.
Fine, dudes.
Um,
I'm still up, so.
Yep. And the ranger then turns, because it's actually his turn after all that. Okay, he hasn't been hit, so he's already spent Hail of Thorns.
Yeah,
He's-
it's about the cost I spend on sorcery points.
It is, yeah, okay. So he's actually going to get as much distance away from you as he can, which is just about out of the battle.
Actually, I could have used my bonus action last turn to charge one. I thought it was an action to charge it. No, you just.
If you would like retroactively to have done that, you
I'll just charge one, but I won't take any. I've taken all the damage thus far.
Okay, alright, cool. And he's now going to level another shot. He's going to level a shot at you, Nofrit. Because at the moment, you're...
I am the
I think-
immediate threat. Yeah.
and you're
the visual
legitimately the
one.
only one he can actually see. He
That's
can't see
cool.
Vander in the tree. He can't see Freyalise. Yeah, no, you are legitimately the only one he can see.
That's for me.
So that
Oh,
is
lol.
a 16 to hit.
That is my AC.
Yep, he's already spent his Hail of Thorns, and his other ability is not going to function there. So that is 7 points of piercing damage as he knocks an arrow and just lets it fly straight
So
towards
I'm
you.
gonna negate a d6 worth of that.
Go for it.
So it's only 5 damage.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry,
So you
guys.
get that
I'm
small
still
little
in
crust
double
of
digits.
almost rocky exterior that slightly deflects that shot as it comes ricocheting in.
Yeah, the monk
Um,
sees like my chin grow, like from him punching me. Like the glyph like lights up and then is immediately like dissipated.
Yeah, and then it's almost like the glyph just travels vroom, straight down and deflects the part of it expands out into that rocky exterior and then deflects the shot. And he doesn't actually have a viable bonus action, so that's gonna do his turn. That brings us to the other fella. Now, he
Oh my God.
also kind of is struggling to see where Vander is. Which means he's going to step up onto the rise. And legitimately... Ooh. I mean, you're 30. No, I'm gonna rule that he can't see Nofrit from there.
Oh, yep.
because of the trees in the way. So he's going to take his shot, I think, at Sekhet, unless he's got something else.
Typical that I'm the only person who takes damage.
That's okay. So, let me just take one quick little look here, because I need to remember how that functions. Thought I had enough things open. Apparently I don't, because it's a DM's life for me. Okay, that is a bonus action. Cool. So, Sekhet! You sort of feel the skin on your, you sort of feel your skin crawl a little bit. Almost as though, given that you are a wild magic barbarian and your association with Hedi, you've been touched by a little bit of arcane magic. And he is now going to level his bow and take a shot. That is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay.
It would have hit me, if that's any consolation, Quinn.
If he'd been able to see you, which he couldn't, I would have ruled that you had partial cover because of the tree. So he probably wouldn't have.
God bless the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And his other ability doesn't function. He spent it. Yep, that's his bonus and his action. He is just going to drop back down to give himself some cover. Not that it's likely to help him, but there it is. That brings us to Monsieur Bullman. 25. How accommodating of you, Sekhet. So it is going to, after it recovers from its little moment of, hell was that freaky ass shit? It's going to turn, it's going to immediately sort of stamp its hoof and give out a blast of green noxious gas, and it's going to charge towards you. That, thing there. That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
I mean, what? So, as that comes in, that is... sort of, horns leading. Comes in and hits you for 9 points of piercing damage. So reduced because you're raging to 4. But
Still
you
have
also...
2 temporary hit points left.
Cool. And you need to make a strength saving throw, please. Which I think you have advantage on because raging?
Yep, strength and dex.
Damn, man. When you get a barbarian in the right situation. Not quite
22.
popcorn dex, but it's pretty good. 22? Damn. Okay, you resist the overwhelming force of this thing to attempt to knock you down. And because it's moved, that is in fact its action, and it can't employ its bonus because it used trample. So that's its turn. Which brings us to the one right in front of Vander. Who, let me take a look here. Wow, okay, no, his resolve's pretty high. Alright. He still can't do a damn thing.
Pokes Vander with like a little mace.
Well, this is it. Yeah, the couple of things that he has. Well, all of his abilities won't work, and he's got one other thing he could do. It's going to be absolutely worthless against Vander, and I love it. But this man's resolve is high enough that he's going to do it. So he unhooks like a little small little chain that he's got hanging at his belt. That you see it dangles down, and on either end of this small chain, it's got a full sun symbol, like that of the keeper of summer. He's going to attempt to make an attack roll against you, but this is technically a ranged attack, so he's got disadvantage. because it's the best thing he can do. I rolled an 18 and a 7.
Oh, cubits.
Yep, so that gives him a 10. So he flicks this little chain towards your legs, obviously seeming to try and entangle you. And they just kind of hit your leg and bounce off and fall down out of the tree and hit the ground. And he just kind of looks down at it. He looks up at you. And then just kind of goes back to holding the tree. And he legitimately can't do anything else there. Brings us to Nofred! You guys are crushing these folks. I love
Okay.
it. You guys were worried about a TPK. What was this shit?
The Gorgon's still alive.
It is.
If
That's true.
Nofred is the only one to fucking go down because of Eddie's large mouth.
It's fine. It's fine. Northred's
I mean,
gonna.
I'm not going to ask. I'm very curious to know how much health she's got left, but I'm not going to ask because
Nah, don't. It's better if you don't know.
I don't want to know. Yeah, it's funnier that way. Or
Northred's.
it's more tense. It's more tense that way.
Yeah. She's gonna look at the man in front of her and, like, you know, one hand is holding her staff, the other, she's just gonna wipe the blood from her chin, say, "You like using your fists, huh? So do I!" And she launches down into the ground, punching it, and a hand comes up behind him and grabs him. The giant Maximilian's earthen grasp.
Okay. All right.
That's the plan, anyway.
Now, he's already
I
seen
like
his
this
reaction. He can't do a damn thing about it, and I don't think he could do anything about Earthen Grasp anyway.
It's a strength
So-
saving throw. Bitch.
against this dude? Lovely.
That's probably a dumb.
So that's a 5 minus 1. Is
He is
4.
fucking grabbed.
His strength is comparable to yours.
Oh, fuck you. So that means he takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is
Alright.
now restrained. So he takes 4 plus. He only takes 5. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna empowered spell it and
Oh,
re-roll
okay.
the second dice. So
Okay.
it was 4 and 1 again. Never mind. I've charged Rune in any case.
All right.
And so the blood is now mixing with my glyph that now bursts
Hmm.
back into life on my face.
It's all right. Yep.
And then...
as you.
Oh,
Yep,
okay,
sorry.
no, you do your bit, and then I'll explain what I did.
Okay, because as that hand sort of emerges from behind him, and he's sort of standing there after your little comment, and just kind of like, all right, expecting you to like take a physical swing at him. You can sort of see that ice still flaking off him from the this magical attack phrase done, which you've never seen the ice aspect version of it. So yeah, very much know what it
It's
is.
cool, spicy.
The hand sort of comes up out of the rocky hillside and grabs him tightly from behind and begins to squeeze, and you see him just, oh! And there is this very brief moment as that hand squeezes where you hear it, and he's...
I killed him?
Murder. Another murder.
He had 2 hit points left. I was very tempted to say don't bother doing an empowered, and then I thought, no, I'm going to let that roll. You're making a choice.
I am making a choice.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Power those roads, baby.
this man's back snaps, and he hangs lifeless in the grip of this stone hand.
Cool. So
this man
as
is dead.
I'm gonna, the hand is just gonna discard it down the hill, and as the body's falling down, I point my staff at the ranger and I say, "You're next," and then I fucking hide behind that hand.
You're next.
Yeah, and then I'm really small behind the hand, like Frey,
I love it.
help. Yeah.
And
Oh, no.
I mean that ranger, it's not his turn, but you sort of this wee little sort of guy who seems to be sprouting these small little furry wolven ears is just kind of like, oh. So that brings us to Sickhead.
That felt fun.
Okay, so I've been nuzzled by this little bull again. It's
Nuzzle?
just like
Nuzzle.
tinked,
Yep.
tinked me a little bit, which was great. It's all foreplay. I love it. But I had a man pointed out to me by the ender, and
Oh, okay.
he's ranged, and I don't like ranged people. I like meeting them face to face. So I'm going to take another opportunity attack.
You guys are straight up ignoring this. I love it. I love the fact that you guys are ignoring this thing.
To be fair,
Yep.
second doesn't see any damage. Just literally come up and nuzzled her once.
Yeah.
And the second time barely grazed her, so she just thinks it's a pet of whoever's up in that tree.
Yep. Fair. No, fair. Go for it. So you're taking the opportunity attack? Sorry, I didn't. You taking the opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sure if you. I couldn't hear. I was moused away from the Discord.
I probably nodded. My bad.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm multi-tabbing through different things, so sometimes I don't see what's happening on the actual cameras. Okay, well, my streak of rolls continues. That's a 13, as it takes a sort of a swing at you.
You know, I'm gonna make this thing my fucking pet. This thing just wants to be at my feet and nuzzle me. Like, this is a sick pet.
All
Our
right, so it
cart
takes
is
an
now
opportunity
pulled by a
attack
gorgon.
and very clearly misses you.
Before she takes off, she just like scritches it behind his horn.
It's more of a dog, but anyway.
And then goes up to Mr. Ranger Dude.
Okay, so
Because he was 35 feet away, and I've got 40 foot of movement, so...
So there is an incline there. But that's alright. Well, yep, that's fine. We'll let that go. Yeah.
Sweet.
There is kind of a path there, and let's be honest, I think they're probably absolutely fine. Yeah, you know, you'll be fine. Getting up that incline to him, that's 35-ish feet. So yeah, you're sweet. It doesn't require climbing movement, because there's that little trail there, so you're good. Alright. And
she's just gonna smile now that she's toe to toe with him. Because your pet loves me more than he loves you, and I'm going to swing at him.
okay, go for it. Still using Eldritch Speed?
No, that was only first.
So you're switching back?
Oh,
You-
yes, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Still
no, you're
using
the weapon.
The sword,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm referring to the weapon, not the ability.
And I'm gonna do this reckless.
Oh, nice.
Okay, go for it.
She hasn't had a good fight
Yeah.
in a while.
Also remembering that unlike Baldur's Gate 3, you actually have to announce Reckless beforehand.
True.
Yep, because in Baldur's Gate 3, if you miss, it gives you the option to re-roll as Reckless.
Ah.
Yeah, it's great.
21 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, team. I mean,
Yep.
I'm hurt, but we're doing great.
You are. You're doing very well.
I mean, I'm hurt as well.
There's been some damage that's come out. Like, they haven't exactly gone down without doing some hurt.
Oh no, not at all. Like,
Yeah. But you are very much making
13
short work of them.
damage.
13 on this man. So this is...
Ranger 2.
Ranger 2. 13? Cool. So you swing into him with your weapon, and he sort of takes a half step back, almost minimizing the blow a little bit. But you can still tell that was a fairly meaty hit on this dude.
Excellent. So I'm going to take my second attack, which is also going to be reckless because it lasts for the...
Yep, the whole round. Yep. Once you announce Reckless, you get all of your attacks that round that way.
You're just reckless all the time for that round.
Yep.
Reckless in love. Reckless in war.
24.
24 hits. Damn.
I'm really happy with the new setup.
16.
16 damage.
it's good.
All right.
Spicy, right? It's cute.
So as you swing across and you sort of solidly connect, his little half-step dodge that he did kind of reduced the damage from that first strike. He can't do it for that second one, and it strikes him full on. And he
Nice.
does buckle under the attack, and you get that sort of little rush of victory, like he's about to go down, and he's just kind of like... And it's then that you can sort of see he's got that rippling sort of bloody veins across the side of his temple, and you kind of see that little bit of the half-orc teeth, and he's just holding on from that attack.
And Zeket's gonna yell at him, "Good, hold on, it actually hit me." And that's her turn.
God, the sisters are
Alright.
so like fucking dry. Like,
Yeah. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Yeah.
it's funny.
Stand up and face me again.
I just love how much that Gorgon loves me. Like the little head taps and the scrunchies. It's oh man.
All right, Vander, you are up. We're back to the top of the round.
Get his
Oh,
ass.
this poor man.
I feel really bad for him.
All of
at
them
the
are
same
poor.
time.
He's screwed. He's absolutely screwed. He's silenced. He's up high in a position that he's not comfortable with, and he's got no melee skills to speak of. So yeah, he's
What a bad day.
Vander's just gonna say, but obviously can't hear anything. This is very unfortunate for you.
He's like, sorry?
He's gonna do the same thing he did to the first cleric, and just kind of casually stab him in the chest.
yeah, just
Just like a casual like.
go for it.
Just a casual knifing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This cleric was is a slightly higher level, which is a real shame that you neutralized him.
Oh.
too. The other cleric didn't have second level spells. This guy did. So
Dead.
I like how you say dead. Yeah, he's not even dead yet. Come on, have some faith, Quinn.
he's in a silence. He basically those spell slots mean nothing to him.
That's very true.
That's an 18 to hit.
18, that hits.
Okay.
Yep.
Why do I always roll 1 on the d4?
No idea.
First.
If Quinn knew that, he would solve a lot of his problems.
Hey, look, there's a 25% chance to roll a 1 on a d4. There's a 5% chance to roll a 1 on a d20. Unless you're me, in which case there's about a 75% chance to roll a 1 on a d20.
That was only 13 points of damage.
13?
Yeah.
Alright, so you do kind of do that very soft sort of push in. And you do strike into his armor, so it does kind of deflect it and sort of skew off sideways to slice into a slightly more unprotected area. But he sort of looks at the dagger as it's coming, and then straight across him. You see that wince of pain, and but you can't hear anything. And you sort of pull the dagger away, and he looks at you like, but he's still standing.
Oh.
I'm just gonna
This
take
poor
his other
guy.
dagger and stab him in the thigh.
Oh. This is just torture. This isn't.
This poor guy.
This isn't a
Go for it.
fight.
Just won't die.
Oh, God.
This isn't a fight, it's bullying.
It's bullying.
Nobody needs to see this.
Actual bullying.
Yeah, they're hidden
Okay,
up in
so the trees, we can't see
yeah,
shit.
they're hidden up in the tree. Nobody knows what goes on in there.
Oh,
Vander's
oh,
like,
that's
why am I enjoying this? Ooh.
fine. 21?
Having the silenced rogue is huge.
Was that to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. He's wearing some pretty simple armor.
4 points of damage.
4. Okay. So this time, as you sort of draw it across his thigh, he does give the sort of, but you can't hear it. But he does give out that wince of pain, and then sort of look down, and it's kind of like, he's still going.
Oh. Man, if
Yep.
this was Baldur's Gate, I'd use a bonus action to push him.
Shove attack!
It's like
Yep.
every time I'm like, oh, I don't have a bonus action, I'm just going to push them.
Just gonna push. Yeah, yeah even if
I
you're
just
actually
shoved
moving,
them
even if you're
chasm.
moving them out of your melee range and a chance for an opportunity attack, you still just shove them because you can.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. Yep.
Sneak behind someone,
alright.
shove them into the chasm.
Anything else, Vander?
Oh, that's it.
That's
He,
it. All right,
he-
that brings
he lives
us.
another turn.
He does. That brings us to Frey, who
Oh god.
you actually from your position cannot see a living enemy.
Nothing.
You can see Nofrit though.
Yeah,
She can see Nofret. Yeah, she can see
Hiding
Nofret.
behind a hand.
But yeah, you can't. Yeah, you cannot actually at this time see a living enemy anywhere.
You probably saw her like pointing with her staff at someone, but like, when I did my dramatic bit.
Your flourish.
My flourish. My intimidation.
All right.
She's
So
just
what's
gonna-
yeah?
She's
What's
just
up?
gonna use healing word on Offrit because she probably can see that she's just gotten like.
Got a bit hurt. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
what's the
whatever.
range
Like
of
her,
healing word? It's
her
like-
jaw is like
range is
swelling.
60 feet.
Yeah. Okay, you're good. You're 40 feet away. Easy. So roll your heal, and what's the word?
It's just basically.
Grease.
Well, I was expecting bird, but okay.
It's just nice.
Just nice.
Bird is the
Nice.
word though.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So roll your heal.
I thought it was gonna be handsy, you know.
Spellcasting modifier. Oh my god. That was a 4 for the roll.
4. And so that adds a 3, is it? There's 3 your wisdom modifier?
It's a +4, so 8.
4. So 8. So you get 8 hit points back. Offer it. As this nice healing energy.
Nice.
Just mends your
And it's a
hurt,
little bit
heals
cold. Is it like a little bit chilling? Like a
It's
healing
that
chill?
really nice, polite, like that really nice, like on a hot day when you get that nice breeze, like the really cold breeze. It's like that.
Refreshing.
Soothing,
That's her
yeah.
turn because she can't see any. She
Okay.
can't see anyone, so
Are you
she's
gonna
just gonna
move?
be like,
Are you staying put?
yeah, she'll try and like. How much was her? It's 25.
25 feet of movement.
She'll
yeah.
probably just move towards Nofret.
Okay.
As much as her little.
Little
That's
legs
alright.
can go.
So you can easily move yourself out there, and I mean, once you sort of drop out of this tree area and down there, you will be able to see the bull further down that way, and probably be able to see Sekhet fighting someone over in the distance there, but that will be probably about it. Vander and the cleric up the tree are hidden. The other ranger's just slightly hidden out behind some rocks and a tree. Yeah,
Vander is literally just playing with a rat.
he is. Yeah.
The little rat.
That's so rough.
The
Yeah.
little rat. I feel so bad for that guy because he's just up in a tree being like,
He thought he was grabbing a tactical advantage.
yeah,
He didn't realize it would be his downfall.
Nice.
Yep.
Just fall down.
Hmm?
Fall down out of the tree.
Honestly, falling down, if he had just let himself fall down, he'd probably be in a better situation.
He probably would have been, but and that occurred to me to do. I don't think it occurred to him because
Oh,
I did contemplate it, and it's like, no, because he's not really much. He's not used to having people up in his face like this. Like the advantage of running away and possibly you stabbing in the back as he drops out of the way. He's terrified of that. He hasn't even cottoned on to the fact that, oh, you're about to kill me if I stay here.
Oh,
He should.
okay.
Yeah. I think he probably has now, but it might be too late for that.
Mhm.
All right. So Frey, is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Brings us to this dude, who. Yeah, he's. Oh, do I use? Yeah, he's sort of gone down a little bit into a little bit of a hunch, and he sort of lifts his head up into the air a bit, and you see him sort of draw in a deep breath. And even from where you are, Nofrit, you can kind of hear, you don't hear, but you can sort of feel this slight little vibration in the air. Almost like it's a sound that's beyond your capability to hear, but you're aware of it. And then, yeah, he's going to move out of sight and attempt to make a stealth check to hide.
This little shit.
Okay. I won't say what he got until you guys
Looking for him.
Yep. Go until you go looking for him.
Eh?
But that will be actually. I'll just use that tag because I can't be bothered looking for something else.
And then
I'm
it's
sure it's there, but that's fine.
now Sekhet's friend.
Yes, who, growling and beginning to froth a little bit at the mouth himself, gives you a little bit of a sneer, and he looks like he's about to drop his bow, but he doesn't. He actually sort of, as he goes to sort of hold it out like he's going to drop it, you see him actually clench it, and he pushes kind of like this tiny little catch right on where the arrows would go, and he disappears.
Ah,
Little shit.
And let me just...
The soft little shit. Gonna go hide next to the cow?
There. He's not hiding. He activated a Misty Step ability.
Oh.
So that way he can actually avoid an opportunity attack and still get an attack.
Nice.
Because Sekhet is still affected by Hunter's Mark. That was the arcane tingle he put on you before. He missed, so you didn't get the extra damage. It's also a shame that he's aiming at you, by the way, because you're still full health, aren't you?
I still got temporary hit points.
Yeah, he's got the Colossus Slayer feature as well, so that if somebody's below maximum hit points, he does extra damage.
Oh.
So between Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer, he could actually
Damn.
start stacking up damage really fast.
That sounds spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep. So for him, that is where is his thing? That is a dirty 20 to hit.
It hits.
Yep. So that is... He doesn't gain the bonus to that, so that's 7 and an extra 2 from Hunter's Mark. So that's 9 reduced to another 4 because of Thingamy, because I don't think Hunter's Mark counts as magical. I think it just tacks on the damage type. I think. Where is? Hang on. Yeah, it's an extra 1d6 of weapon damage. Cool. So yeah, reduced to 4. And that's his. Yep, that's his bonus and his action. So he is now going to use his movement. All right, which brings us to his Gorgon friend, who clearly wants to go get a hug. I know it's not quite far enough away, but you know what? That's what he's doing.
Just seeing the ruler flick out was
I
hilarious.
know, flick out immediately. It's great, isn't it? You can sort of see what people are planning. The best thing is you can actually see who's doing it because it's got a color associated with it too.
What's my color?
So Nofrit's got a green, Sekhet's got an orange. So you can also see who's moving things on the field because their name tag comes up on top of it. Yep, see, there you go.
That's so cool.
Yep. So the Gorgon is just clearly going to go stomping up that trail to go Nazu, yo. However, it's not going to do a trample because I don't think you were quite far enough away. So as it comes trampling up, it is instead going to rear back, and it's going to envelop you in a cloud of green gas.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. Every other turn it's had the chance to try and get a trample on you to knock you prone. This is the first time you've been within range where that's not going to happen.
I think I was 35 feet out.
You were, but it's also not doing it for another
Okay.
specific reason.
Well, I mean, it has failed twice, so...
Yes. So what I need is, you're the only one affected, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Shouldn't be too bad for you, actually. In fact, you are probably the worst person on this battlefield for this thing to be on. But Vander got too far away too fast, and the two casters aren't anywhere near it. But if the two casters were near it, this thing would have been a fucking nightmare.
It's
25?
Easy. So as the gas kind of washes over you and you kind of get that acrid stench kind of burning your nostrils and you sort of feel that kind of small little bit locking up, you just to kind of go... No, just shake it off and just... No. That is its action, though. That is all it can do.
Because of date.
What's
You
that?
really think nothing of this ball.
Gesundheit.
Oh, God.
So that's gonna be his turn. This poor cleric. I'm gonna roll another resolve check for him because he saved it last time to stay up in the tree thinking he'd be fine. Yeah, that's not so much. He's gonna take that risk. He's going to attempt to just drop off the branch and down to the ground.
I'm definitely taking an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity.
I figured you would. Yep, go for it. He's literally got almost nothing else he can do up close and melee with you when he's silenced. You have neutralized this boy hard.
19.
19, that's a hit.
And that's sneak attack, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Why?
Why not?
Imagine being a
No, I'm just like, why is it sneak attack? I missed that.
Because it's not on his turn. You get sneak attack once per turn, and this is an opportunity attack, which is the enemy's turn.
Ah.
Yep, this is something I used to do with Rudiger as well.
Ah.
That's why he took things like riposte and whatnot to try and get an opportunity or a counter attack in somebody else's turn. Because you can only get a sneak attack once per turn, which is like your turn, another person's turn, somebody else's turn.
Got
So
it.
because an opportunity attack happens on somebody else's turn, you can get sneak attack. That was
Nice.
why Rudiger became a monster. Anyway, yes.
Yes.
18.
Damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So as he jumps out of the tree, or just doesn't even jump, he just kind of lets go and goes to go down. Whereabouts are you slashing this man? Because it's going to be the last thing that happens to him. He's probably not even going to feel the impact as he hits the ground.
Oh, he was always going to go for the next attack.
All right.
Just a nice.
So as this man tumbles to the ground, he does. Yeah, you do sort of definitely bring that dagger across. This man has absolutely no idea on how to correctly or in any way elegantly fall from any sort of height, let alone out of a tree. And it gives you an open shot, and you do just manage to slice his throat just before he manages to drop out of range. And it is the last thing that happens to him before he impacts the ground. Dead. This man is dead.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Vander, the killer of clerics.
Cleric Bane.
I'll end your fate.
You know what? If anybody had asked me who would have survived this battle the longest, I would not have told you. I would not have picked it. Would have been the Rangers. All right. So no, that was the cleric's turn. He's done. Fuck, where was he on the initiative order?
He was above the Gorgon.
Okay. Was he?
Oh yeah,
No,
'cause you
No,
didn't have
no,
that.
the Gorgon just went. So Gorgon and then the cleric.
Oh, so it's
now
me.
It's now your turn, Nofrit.
It's
Yeah, I
me!
was about to roll back. Who just did the last thing before him? Yep. I shouldn't have deleted him from the initiative before taking a look, but that's fine.
Okay. Can I do something cool?
I mean, I'm not stopping you.
Okay. I like
Also,
swing.
because I
Oh.
think we should.
Yeah.
I feel like just because here you go.
Mhm.
I know it's like
Aw.
I know it's the monk icon, but there's your
Oh, that's my
there's your
fist.
grasp.
That's
Yep,
my hand.
Yeah.
We'll go
Okay.
with that.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump, swing my body, and grab a hold of the index finger, like
Ooh.
standing
Yep.
in the palm of its hand, and I'm using my action to move the hand. How far can I move the hand?
I don't know,
30
how far
feet.
Can you move that? 30 feet? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go. Because I saw him somewhere over here,
Yep. Okay.
and I'm gonna be like surfing this hand. And as we're surfing along, I'll just spend my bonus action to make my throat begin to glow.
Ooh,
The
okay.
astral line goes moving down.
So,
And I'm gonna
what's
say,
your-
"Where are you?"
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
into you guys initially going, oh no, this is the TPK, into terrorizing these people. Well, your passive perception isn't high enough to see him.
No.
So unfortunately, he does.
And I've
remain
used my
hidden.
action and bonus action, so I can't exactly search. But I'm over here now.
You are. Okay.
Oh, it would be a damn shame if I were to drop my channel divinity in that location.
It would be, yeah.
Where are
so is that it, Nofra?
you? Yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's my turn.
Oh, I can't even do that.
Oh, wait.
I'm just
That brings us to
chasing a man.
City.
Alright. This baby bull has just, sneezed on me. He's desperate for my attention. His master's toddled away too far for me to get to him in one leap. And the bull is kind of blocking my way out anyway.
Yep. Which was the other reason they got commanded to do that.
Alright, buddy, but they didn't want to have to do this.
Alright,
I'm going to attack him.
Yep, go for it.
$25.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I love this +8 on this
Yeah. Yeah,
this sword.
pretty good.
Plus
So,
8.
so you know the regardless of what the damage is, as you connect, the black plated, scaly sort of exterior that this thing has, clearly not as tough as what it seems.
I do get +8 with my spell attacks.
You guys are at that level where that's, +7 to +8
12.
without magical stuff is about right. 12 damage. All right.
Mine's +8 with a magical stick.
12 points of
Steak.
slashing damage. All right, so you strike into the side of this bull, and it snorts and retort.
We got beef for dinner, boys.
I'm hit it again.
Go for it.
I got another 20.
Another
Yeah.
another net
Oh,
20.
shit. Different
Wow.
dice.
Damn.
Damn. All right.
Second wanted to fight.
Yeah. I second definitely wanted to fight. Go for it. Holy
Waiting for
heckers.
like the nat ones to balance it out later when I actually need them. Okay, so that's base 12.
Yeah, that's right. Holy shit.
Shiver me timber.
That's 15 points of damage.
15. All right, so you give this thing a hefty strike, and it sort of carves into the side of it. You actually watch as several of these.
Oh, no, sorry.
Nope.
That's 15 plus the 12. So,
Oh,
it's
right.
27.
That's slightly different.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's a slightly different damage number.
Forgot to add that, sure. 12. Like, 15 seems strange from what I rolled.
For a crit, it is. Yeah. Any particular way you want to finish off your little bull friend?
Oh,
Poor cow.
I actually want to drop to my knees and eyeball it, wrap our arm around its neck, and then just
Up and through?
impale it. Yeah.
Because it had
'Cause-
19. It had 19 health left. So yeah.
But she feels
You're
she
correct,
actually
didn't it?
feels really bad because she was actively trying to not hurt this beast.
Yeah. I tell you what. Make me a nature check.
It goes.
Can you make it survival?
No.
All right, so 17 on the dice, and I
Well,
have no bonuses.
Need that Baldur's Gate 3
so
armor
whilst-
from the Grove, with the nature.
So whilst you
booth.
asked me if these things exist in the desert, no, they do not. But given some of the stuff you've been beginning to learn recently, you are aware that you could possibly find a creature like this in the Markenmere. The swamp not far to the northeast
Where the
Also,
Somnidiles
also
are!
where you would find Somnidiles and several other creatures of that kind of ilk, very reptilian, lizard-like style creatures as well. This is a lesser version of a Gorgon. A lesser version, which is why it was nowhere near as strong. But that would be, if you were looking for something like this anywhere, a swampish kind of an area like that here in the Summer Realms might be a good place to start looking. That's where they would thrive most. Anyway, but yes,
Okay.
the bull's knees buckle and it does kind of go down. It doesn't quite
She
topple.
like
it
helps
kind of-
lower it to the ground
Yeah.
with her like holding its neck. And then she's gonna be pissed because she was forced to kill something she actually didn't want to and was actively trying not to. And so she's gonna run as far as she can towards that fucking ranger.
Yep, who is currently giving out a howl of rage and anguish.
So I can move 40 fucking feet. So I'm like, there's
Ah!
5 feet between.
5 feet. That misty step full movement. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
And I'm gonna eyeball him. And I said, you did this.
No, you killed him. And that's it, really.
Damn. There's
Which
a
is
lot
true.
of dead bodies on
But
the
yeah,
map.
there's a lot of dead bodies, yeah. Okay. That's it.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's Sekit.
Top of the
Okay.
round!
So that brings us back to the top of the order with Vanda.
Vanda's gonna drop out of the tree.
Yep. Oh, yep. What's
No, I used both my attacks, didn't I? Never mind.
you did? Yes, you used 2 attacks.
Can he see this ranger?
Which one? The one to the south, or
The one to the south. The one that's second.
I would say from the vantage point that the cleric had made, as I say, he'd sort of cleared a few of the branches out of the way to give himself little lines of sight. And over towards that little hilltop where the Gorgon was posted was definitely one of the angles he had, so he could watch down there. So I would say, should you look down that direction, you can see Sekhet and the ranger, yes.
Oh
Facing
yeah,
off.
he's going after that one. Like, that
Okay.
dude shot him.
Yes.
And
Yep.
given that Vanda hasn't actually been moving for a little bit, he's got his feline agility back.
He does, yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So he can move 60 feet.
Hey.
Does it cost him any movement to drop out of the tree?
I'm gonna say with his feline agility, he's literally 10 feet up. It's forward movement. I'm gonna go with nah. I could if I wanted to be a shitty, annoying DM, but I'm not going to.
I can imagine him just launching himself out of the tree and just into
goes
a
right-
What
run.
I mean, if he's just launching
Yeah.
himself forward, basically he's gonna hit the ground running. I don't think you take falling damage, do you? Like, oh no, wait, you do.
I do.
It is a
But
10-foot drop,
10 foot
so I'll get you to
doesn't-
make a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, Vanda, I shouldn't have asked.
20.
20, easy enough. You hit the ground running, and you're fine.
I mean, I think I still have to use my bonus action dash to make it because I'm 65.
Because I think he's 65
Yeah.
away, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Easy as.
Nice.
Kabushki.
He doesn't. He doesn't see you coming. His bloodshot eyes of this little half orc is directly focused on Sekhet.
The only thing that would give my presence away is that nobody can hear their heart beating in their ears anymore.
True. Yep. Everything goes
I
silent.
hate that.
Yep.
Yeah, because everyone's probably like in this snarling match
Yeah.
because like of over the fucking Gorgon thing, and like the snarls are just like gone.
And just flying cat.
Yep. Yep.
And then do you
Yeah.
kick him in the face? You know, like jump. Whoppa!
All right. Go. Go for it.
He comes in with let's go for his hamstrings. Go and
Okay.
Slice out his hamstrings.
Right.
He's going low.
Yep.
You slide between the legs and kasha!
Yeah, slide behind. A lot.
You want a number?
22.
Here's
22?
a lot.
That hits. And considering he's already used his relentless, he had 1 hit point left, and because he had used his thing and didn't get to cast his healing spell last turn, which was the other thing he was tempted to do instead of attack, he still only has 1 hit point left. So you can roll your dice for damage, but this man's going down.
Oh, I rolled more than 1 on my D4.
Aww.
Of course you did.
I actually rolled really well on the D6 as well.
Oh.
Tell me, what was the damage?
22.
22.
Yeah,
Jesus,
2
that was-
5s and a 6,
Yep.
and then a 3 on the D4.
I think his max health was like 30, so that's pretty damn good. All right.
That was
Yeah.
almost max damage for me.
Yeah, that's damn good, man. All right, so you come sliding on in, like you power your way off this tree branch. You go so fast across the grass that it's almost like you could imagine doing the cartoon thing of the grass lights on fire. And you just kind of come through and go down into a slide as you go behind this guy and slice across his hamstrings before coming to a halt just behind him, and he just... And you sort of see him as he goes down on his knees. He's still solidly focused on Staircat, and you can't hear him, but you can see the...
Oh.
before he just topples forward.
I heard that picture. Like it was in silence, and I just heard that
Yep.
picture.
Yeah.
And then second, you'd see Vander go, damn it, I didn't kill him.
That seems to be Vander's tagline at the moment. Anybody?
See,
That ranger is now
I
down.
don't want to kill all of them because I want to ask them questions, but I don't know if we've communicated how many there are and if they're all dead yet.
No, because Vander's gonna look around like...
There's just bodies scattered. Like they're not all together. They are scattered across this little crossroads area.
Actually, there's gonna be a moment of panic as he looks at Sekhet and just mouths, Nofret.
And neither of you are going to be able to see her either. Okay, is that your turn, Vander?
Neither of us are protecting her.
Yep. Is that your
Yeah,
turn?
because like realize we're a great team. Wait, we're
Oh,
not usually a team. 'Cause one of
Yeah.
us is usually on second. Not for
There's a reason the two of us don't usually team up. Yeah, so you done, Vander?
Yeah.
Alright, so Frey, you are up.
Frey's still running. Still running.
Run on. Okay, cool. So you're moving to there. Anything else?
She's going to try and see if she can find the ranger, like anywhere in that little area.
Oh.
About wherever you are.
Yeah, you just hear
I-
Alfred still being like,
fucking
hello?
terrifying spellcasters that just like
Yeah. I'll allow you a perception check, but because you are outside of the range
Yeah.
where that tree area is, it is going to be very high DC. I've got to add extra onto his stealth check for you to be able to see him, because he gets advantage of the terrain here.
Oh, he's in favored terrain. Okay.
Pretty much.
Favored terrain. Future graveyard.
Yep. Deathbed. Yep.
That is a dirty 20.
I like how
Really?
you guys
Okay,
don't
no, that's
say
fine. His
Frey
stealth check was
Elise, you
17,
say.
and the
Go
environment
for it.
gives him a +5, so you still can't find him.
Oh my god. This guy.
I rolled a 17 on his stealth. Well, 17 is what he ended up with on his stealth, with modifiers. Okay, so you do look around, you cast your gaze through, and you just can't quite penetrate the foliage. You can see Nofret, everybody's surfing now on Maximilian's earthen grasp, the stone hand that she's just kind of hanging out on as she sort of, taunts this individual. Was there anything else there, Frey?
That was an action, correct?
Ordinarily, to try and perceive something in combat is an action. If there's something else you'd like to do, try running it past me and we'll see. Depending on what it is, I may allow it.
Fairy file.
It
It can be next turn though,
I would say probably next turn.
because I forgot
Because you're
about Fairy
You're trying
fire.
to, you're trying to look around and perceive someone, so then trying to focus on casting
Yeah.
a spell at the same time.
100% forgot that I have fairy fire.
It's a great spell. I love it.
We've used it a lot.
Absolutely one of my favorite first level spells.
I kind of just want Nofred to terrorize this person more though.
All right, so after Frey, God,
It's
I don't know.
him,
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah,
he's,
it's
he's
him.
all that's left.
but he's invisible.
He is. Okay, so he hasn't. Okay, cool. I think that gives him the what he's going to do. So could take the shot.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's going to. He's actually going to take the shot.
But then I know where you are.
Yep, he's going to break himself out of stealth to attack. That does mean he gets 100, so that's 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Whew. Okay, so you do see an arrow come streaking out of the bushes just ahead of you that sort of narrowly goes past and then ricochets off the index finger that you're sort of holding on to of Maximilian's earthen grasp. There is a rustling and a shuffle in that bushes, and then you kind of hear this, and as he sort of starts sprinting out, he does pull out this tiny little stick and turn around, panic, and then fling it, or if not fling the stick, but make like a flinging motion, and 3 green arrows come flying out the tip of this this stick directly towards you.
Oh.
Oh.
Poison
Where is?
spray.
So I can never read this dice, unfortunately, because it's too clear.
Clear to read?
Yeah, it's a very clear-looking dice, so it's hard to read. So these 3 green arrows that come shooting out from the tip of this stick, all sort of curve around the hand that you're on, and immediately just impact you from the different sides. You take 8 points of force damage.
Okay. Lucky you healed me.
And he's revealed himself, so we'll remove stealth from him. And he's not going to be able to change weapons either because he's just messed around with some stuff. Okay. And that's him. Which brings us to you, Nofrit. You can sort of hear him cursing a little bit at the fact that he missed and the fact that this secondary attack did not down you.
I see you.
He was gambling everything that he
Oh,
might be able to. He was gambling everything that he might be able to take you down and then give himself an easy escape route.
As I say, I see you. I gracefully just step off the front of the hand as it sinks into the earth and reappears behind him and grabs him.
Okay. So is that?
That's my action.
yeah, is
It's a strength saving throw. Yeah, strength saving.
Strength saving throw. Okay. Okay, this fella's got decentish strength. He's still more of a. Never mind. He rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
Of course, the last roll I make is a natural 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna. He actually hasn't been hurt at all yet. So
I am going to tell my hand to squeeze, but not too hard.
Okay.
I want to keep this guy alive.
So you're gonna do non-lethal.
Yeah.
Okay. So do the
But
damage.
he takes 2d6.
Yep.
That was the 2, and then another 2. So he takes 4 damage.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
I'm squeezing the life out of you, you little bitch.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
And then I'm just gonna walk up and put my staff under his chin and say, "We need to talk." That's gonna be my.
Okay. And as you get closer, you do sort of see that he's now taking on a very wolfish appearance.
Interesting.
But yeah. Okay. So is that your turn, Nofrit?
Yeah.
That brings us to Sackhead. Hello, sister.
Hello. So, mouthing Noflet has sparked the living panic into her to second, realizing that neither of them were protecting her.
Huh?
So she's going to take the dash action and run because she can see where the dead warlock is. So she's going to run
Yep.
that way first.
Okay. Yep. No worries. So that's how far away is that? Oh, yeah, you got it. So that's 40. Okay.
So what can she see from there?
So
Can she hear anything? Can she see anything?
from there, you can't really see like Freyalise and Nofret. This rise in the middle here is high enough. Like it sort of tops out at about 15 feet. So over there is very much hidden from you. I can't be bothered putting a line in right there and create vision thing. As I say, I'll get quicker at it eventually.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I would say, what's your passive?
It's fine.
13.
13 now. Ooh, have I not updated that?
I was concentrating on the hand, and it's still the hand. I forgot to roll.
Okay, let me just update
I thought I
that.
had one of those circles
Write
around
down
me.
as 12. That's interesting.
Oh, no, I don't. We didn't
I
put
haven't
one
put.
on.
No, I didn't put one on you. I don't. Probably should have for concentration, but I forget Maximilian is a.
But I don't think
Don't
I've
think
already been hit the once since I conjured the hand.
it doesn't matter at this point.
I squozed the
yeah.
man.
It's good to remember, but at this point, I don't think it's going to matter. Like I don't. Yeah. I would say your passive perception isn't high enough. If you want to spend like your action or your bonus action to try and listen, you can. Obviously, it'll be harder to perceive if it's a bonus action because you'll still be panicking trying to move around. Up to you.
I think she'll use the other half of her moment just to get to the top of that incline because she knows she can
Okay.
see from height.
So is that the rest of your movement, or is that were you dashing? Were you?
Yeah, dashing.
Okay,
So
yep.
I've moved the 40, so I have another 40.
Okay.
It says 20 foot, so that would be about 30 because it's a rise.
Either that, or you go that way and then that way, which is about 30. Yeah. So yeah, it'll roughly end up to it being about 30 to get to the top. From there, you can see Freyalise and the body of the monk down the bottom there. You still can't see Nofret. That tree line is sort of thick enough that from here you can't see it, but you do definitely see Frey, and she seems to be looking in that direction.
Gonna use the other 10 to get closer to Frey.
Okay. Yep.
So
Alright,
I'm
cool.
5 foot from Frey. I'm like, where's Nofret?
And because of the circumstances, you can just very easily reply at this point, Frey. Like,
She
there's
turns
literally one-
around
Yeah.
and panics and goes, it's just a sudden, where?
Yeah. Where?
Ah!
Ready as a guiding
Pastries go
bolt.
flying like.
Frey's just gonna like point in. She's gonna be like, she's in there. Guess there's someone still around.
And at that point, she breathes. And because she hasn't hit anyone or got hit, her rage drops.
Oh.
Yes, because you haven't done anything this turn. You hit someone. Yeah. So the last time you hit something was the Gorgon. So yeah. Cool.
Somehow you said your rage drops right as the music cut out for a sec.
No,
That was poetic.
All right. So that's the end of your turn. Brings us to Silenced Vander. Silent but deadly.
Vander's going to pull out the wand and flick it again, ending the silence.
You spell it? Yeah. There are charges on that, aren't there?
Yes, and I'm keeping track
Cool. No, sweet. As long as you're keeping track, because
because
that's
they don't come back.
It's a very powerful piece of gear when it's utilized the way you are doing it, which is exactly
Oh.
yeah,
how
give it to a fucking rogue.
that's
Jesus.
exactly how I
Yeah.
envisioned it being used, and I fucking love it. So
Yeah,
go
give
for
it
Yep.
give it to a non-caster. It doesn't matter to me if everything's quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And I can
Frontline
get
fighter
you.
or a rogue, and it's very, very powerful.
Vander's then going
clerics could have
to
done some work.
touch his earring and say to with the communication,
Oh
"Is
yeah.
everyone
that
okay?
thing.
Where is everyone? Are you all okay?"
You guys super neutralized the spellcasters. Even the warlock went down so fast.
Yeah.
I kaboomed him.
You guys really took out the spellcasters super fast.
That was
Good
a
job.
guiding
Anyway.
bolt and a kaboom, and it was.
But yeah, at this point, if you guys want to reply to Vander, you can. As I say, the one man you've got there is restrained. We're still kind of in an initiative because once we get
Well,
to his
because
turn.
my fist dissipates after a minute, so.
Yeah,
Although-
but that's what I mean. We'll keep it in a loose initiative now, but you guys can respond to Vander if you'd like.
Oh. Vander can also move 90 feet with his movement, action, and bonus action.
Nice.
True.
So he's going to head in that direction, and he can effectively end up right beside Noffred.
Yeah, that's
I
so
checked.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you've already checked
Damn.
it?
I checked. Noffred is exactly 90 feet away.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty
Aw.
much.
Pretty close. Yep. Yep. Give
I
or
needed
take
to
a
make
little.
sure the sending would hear.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
give or take a little bit around there, but I mean, I don't think the climbing stuff really impacts you that much. So yeah, it pretty much is. Yep. Okay.
So, yeah, he'll head in that direction, and if there's any indication, because he'll get up to here and see these two,
Yep.
and giving his passage, his passive perception. He can,
Yeah. Once you maybe get down, I would say probably to around here, you'd probably pretty easily be able to pick up through there the giant stone fist currently wrapped around someone on the other side of the bushes.
Oh yeah, that's a clear sign of Noffred.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll get up to there.
The fisting? Yes, of course.
Noffred's known for a fisting.
Groundbreaking news.
Proficient in it. So is anybody responding to Vander? I'm giving you the chance here.
I have one alive. Is everything else dead?
And from right next to you says, yes, they're all dead.
Okay. Freya Elise, is there anything you want to do?
She's just gonna keep going to where Norfolk was.
Yeah. It's pretty easy once you guys get to that small little area over there, because this man is not hiding anymore, and once you break that barrier, that sort of foliage, it's easy enough to see. So you will definitely see that there is this half-woven sort of individual that's currently being grasped in a massive rocky hand.
Do you have rope?
Yes.
Gotta tie him up in a second.
So is there anything else, Frey?
That's it.
Okay. Which brings us to him, who, as he's currently restrained and still changing, he is basically seeing all of these other people coming out of the brush and just kind of... And that's it. He's not going to fight anymore. So that is going to end the combat. He's decided he's
How
now...
smart.
Well, I mean, he can't. He's restrained,
Yeah.
and there's more than just Nofrit here. If Nofrit was by herself still,
Yeah.
he would make an attempt. But because he is now well and truly outnumbered and restrained, he knows that other things were going badly before he took off. But also, Vander, if you're close enough, you recognize what's going on with him. He's slowly transforming into a hybrid state.
He's a lycanthrope, yeah.
Yep. He is a werewolf. Yep. All right. So, combat done. So, well done, guys. You guys actually nuked the shit out of that a lot easier than I was expecting, and I'm very, very proud.
We
Because
did
those
it!
clerics had some nasty spells ready to go, and those rangers could have done some damage from range. You guys did really, really, really well. But
It's like getting told you've done well by your dad. It's so
I
nice
know. I
and
feel like real
comforting.
proud.
Aw.
I mean, look, that was a really, really clutch move to do, Vanda. Like that, absolutely. That
Mm.
neutralized two very well, not one of them very powerful spellcaster, and the other one who could have made things a lot harder by buffing his allies. He had one buff up on the fighter already. He had Shield of Faith on the fighter. So that was what you broke the concentration on by killing them. Funnily enough. But the others were ready to throw down a Bless and a Bane. You know, to really sort of try and stick it to you. And then they had a range of fire spells they were going to start deploying because their particular faith
Ah.
It's fire.
is
Yeah.
fire. So the fact that you neutralize those two clerics with your silence, very, very good. In fact, it's
Holding
so
on
good.
that one.
In fact, it's so good. I'm going to do one of those things that people keep saying DM should do, and I'm going to give you inspiration for that tactic.
Yay!
Well deserved.
Just remember you've
Yeah.
got it, because I'm going to forget.
Yeah, there's actually a little spot on the character sheet for it.
Yeah, there is.
There's
Yeah.
what
Um,
dice is it?
I allow it as a reroll.
Oh, okay.
I allow you kind of like BT3 does it, but there's the DM inspiration and then there's the Bardic inspiration. The DM inspiration generally is you're allowed a reroll.
Okay.
But because of that, yeah, I'm actually going to give it to everybody
Ooh.
because that was a very, very good combat. You guys all did pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
And that's not to downplay what you did, Vanda, but that's I'm so impressed. I'm giving all of you an inspiration for that.
What a team.
But-
I just got really lucky that you rolled real shit for your bull.
Oh, that
Like,
organ! Oh,
honestly, it was just like it was a little pet for a second, like just following her around,
Yep.
sneezed on her, like little head ruffles.
like the clerics could have made things difficult, and that Gorgon, just if I'd not rolled so badly, that could have been a terrible fight. But
Yeah, it was very much potentially a dangerous
Mhm.
fight.
oh, very, very much so.
Yeah,
That
you wanna
could have
know
been
how much
terrible.
damage I
You guys
took?
did very, very well.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like that's why I'm giving it all of you inspiration, because that's amazing how well you did there. And I know Nofrit and Vanda both took a lot of damage, but neither of you went down.
No. I got to 20.
And when you did, I brought you
Twice.
back up within like 6 seconds.
Oh, you know, I mean down
But
to
yeah.
like unconscious damage. Yeah. Okay, so I would say take a little break, but we've got about 15 to 20 minutes left, so we may as well push through before we end for the
Oh,
night.
Noctis, thank you for the GGs. Woo.
Yeah, GG!
Yeah,
So,
I went down to 20, and then you put me back up to 28, and then I went back down to 20. That's where.
Because I will say, the Rangers also had healing spells, but the one guy who was likely to employ it didn't get hurt until the end of the combat, so there was no point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this ranger is still gripped in the stone fist, which, as you said, lasts for a minute. So this is the amount of time you've kind of got to have a, I don't know, tete-a-tete with him. But yes, going back in, he's still transforming into like this werewolf form. It's obviously not going to avail him now, but he's begun his change, and that's where he's at. But he's just kind of looking sullenly at you. Like he knows he and his friends have lost this. Not expecting it, but he seems to be taking it a lot better than the cleric up the tree did. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a reason you wanted them alive?
Because we need to know if they are in league with anyone else, or if they're just from the fort.
Okay.
So, and I shove my staff further into his chin. Who are you affiliated with?
What sort of a question is that? We're affiliated with the Summer Realms and the Temple of Summer.
Inside check.
Go for it.
How many people know you're here?
Those I came with.
19.
19?
Mm.
He doesn't appear to be lying about what's going on there. Like, He doesn't seem to see a point in lying. I mean, he's caught, and he's probably very cognizant of what's happened to his allies.
Did somebody put you guys up to this, or is this your own idea to wave your dicks about?
We took affront at what was said. That's all we needed.
Do you think in the eyes of your god that was the wisest way to approach this?
Do you know where the Keeper of Summer's other domain is?
What?
Would you like to make a religion check?
Yeah, sure, let's go for
Go
it.
for it. He says it like you should know, but we'll get you to make a religion check.
It's 18.
18?
The fuck
It's
go
not
for
a
it.
hidden thing. Most keepers have a primary domain, and then they have a lesser. Some of them have more, but they are all known specifically for a major domain. The Keeper of Summer is also known as the Keeper of Ambition.
Maybe you should follow the Keeper of Common Sense.
I don't know this Keeper.
It's a joke.
Obviously.
I take my
Well-
stick away.
Well, good job. You all died for your keeper's offense of one of his people.
Oh well.
What do you plan to do now?
I'm the captive. That's not up to me, is it? What
If you promise-
me?
If
You
you
have an
promise not
opportunity.
to-
I stay through the airplace. I'm like, we've just been presented an opportunity.
Opportunity.
Sekit just looks confused.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I'm like, I'm.
Are we killing him or not?
We tie him up.
And then we leave him for dead.
No.
Oh. We're keeping
Yeah.
him?
I see my sister has gotten it.
You could be very useful. Your keeper would be proud of us. We are showing great ambition.
I take Vanta to the side and whisper in his ear. Remember where we're going?
Oh.
I feel so bad, but this is what No Fruit would do, 100%. She's like, no, this is it. This is how we get in. I'm going to get the
Okay.
cart, and I wipe the blood from my chin and start walking off.
I aimed high
You've-
and I failed. My ambition failed. Tough.
Sanders
I mean,
hand his
really,
rope to Sekit.
your ambition to be a bully is actually not that great. But you know, there are worse things you could fail at.
Just protecting the honor and dignity of a noble man.
Noble men do not give a shit about us or what we think of them.
Give me a sec. Nope, he has no idea. He was going to check to see if he recognised where you were from.
Oh.
Yep. Because there's no point in making a comment about nobles to you. Things are very different in the Summer Realms.
Sekit's used to being treated as invisible because she's a desert walker
Yeah.
from people with money. If she's not doing the deal, she doesn't exist.
So do as you will. Kill me, take me captive, or let me go. If you let me go, I promise I won't come after you or get anybody else going after you, but... Not that you could take me for my word, right? Sure, to you guys, I'm just a lowly thug that has no honor, but... Each to their own, right?
No, I believe you. You have your own honor. I just think that you don't have the cojones to back it up. And then Chicket just walks away, and she's actually going to go back to where she felled the bull, and actually sit next to where the bull was.
I guess Vander ties him up then.
I was about to say, if you guys don't time up shortly, I'm pretty sure
He's
Noka's
gone.
spell has disappeared, and at the comment about no cojones, he might turn around and attack Sekit. So if you guys don't time up...
Oh,
Yeah.
let him. She's not happy.
Nofret is like, her brain is just ticking over as she's walking back to the horse and cart going, okay, this is the opportunity. How do we convince him that he can be on board with this? What is he's ambitious. Let's go with that. Like, she's like thinking through the plan.
All right, so
Why does
Vander's
he need
tying
to
him
be
up?
convinced about it? Not willing is kind of...
Depending on what you're going for, yeah.
Yeah, but
Not willing's the best result.
we
if,
could
if
also
I'm
make him
reading this
in
right.
on it. This is, I guess, what we need to talk about next time we play. Is the character sitting down and being like,
So Vander's tying him up.
Yep.
Yep.
I've gone to get
What
Wayfinder,
else?
the horse.
Yeah, what else are you guys doing?
Vander really wants to loot these bodies. Why are you making him babysit the prisoner?
Okay, well, Frey's with you. I think are you back now?
Actually,
Nixie?
Yeah, I'm back.
On my
Yeah.
way back to the fucking bull, I'll loot as I go.
Casual looting.
Okay. Do you guys want to break down some of the stuff you've got?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So there are amongst them. What have we got? That's two. There are some fairly unremarkable arms and armor. So whether you guys want to take basic equipment or not, you can, you can't, or I can just give you a gold total for, the leather armors and the swords and things like that. Up
We'll
to
probably
you.
take them and sell them at the...
That's what I
So,
mean. I can
yeah.
just give it to you like a gold total instead of actual equipment. The useful stuff you guys would find
Oh, here we go.
amongst them, the bow that the ranger had has a once per day ability of casting Misty Step. Once per day. Should somebody choose to use it. It is a longbow. That same ranger also had studded leather +1.
Whoa.
Yep. The werewolf that you've captured, that stick that he had, is a wand of magic missiles. And the sword that the fighter had is it's a sword +1. It is changeable to short sword, long sword, and great sword. So it can change to suit the user. So it is usable by rogues, fighters, barbarians. It can be adaptive and versatile.
It's like the dagger of any size.
Very similar. Yeah. This one, but it has to specifically be a sword. So it's a short sword, a long sword, or a
Right.
great sword.
Yeah, Savannah doesn't care for it.
Yeah, because it's not a dagger.
Huh.
But it is just also count as a +1. That's the only other special ability it's got. Is it can be one of those three, but it's also a +1.
Hey.
There is also amongst them, apart from the accoutrement of summer zealots, several of the robes that are now blood spattered. There are 2 holy symbols, whether you guys choose to take those or not. The chain that the cleric tried throwing at you, Vander,
Oh yeah, Vander would be keen on that.
it is kind of an enchanted bolus. So it is a ranged attack, and if it hits, it effectively grapples the person. It's got a DC 10 strength to break free of, though, so it's not particularly strong or powerful,
But it wastes an action.
but it can potentially, if the DC fails, because it's a low DC,
Their
it can
action
effectively
on it.
waste it. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
effectively waste an action,
Mm.
but it is a throwable one. And outside of that, there are other items and bits and pieces that come up to about a total of 120 gold. Between belt pouches and gems and other things. Notably, none of these bodies seem to have any crystals on them.
Did they have rations?
Well, it wouldn't take you much to find their campsite, because
You mean our
that's-
campsite?
Well, it's,
Yeah, our
yeah,
campsite.
our
I'm bringing the horse and cart there.
exactly, which is up near the pool where the initial cleric was. Yeah, there's some rations there, probably enough in total, for probably 2 weeks, because there were a lot of them.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of them.
So all up, there would be hang on. Let me just. I actually haven't written. Give me a calculator.
You weren't expecting
Well,
ration
well.
count.
Well, no, I'm not going to write down every single little bit of. That's why it's just like here's some generic things that are
Yeah.
worth gold.
But then there's me being like, I'm saving
Especially
money.
given that this was a rollable encounter. Yeah.
True.
3.
Yeah.
Let's go with there's like 35 rations. Let's go with that.
Nice.
Enough for this group for about a week. Maybe slightly less, but then again, it's less than a week's travel between like the fort and Ruavant and some of the farms around. So,
Nice.
yep. Yeah.
And the equipment total cost if we were to sell it?
Oh, all the basic stuff.
Yeah.
So
120,
probably
is it?
oh no, the 120 is like the valuable stuff. Like that's the actual
Oh,
gold.
that's like the actual
and
gold.
the other stuff. So the general refuse, as we'll call it, or the wares, because BG3, why not? Would between the armors and the weapons, arrows and things, you probably shit. That's not bad. You're probably looking at like another 150 gold of used
Nice.
gear.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Roughly. So, but that's some of it is not reusable. let's put it that way. But these guys were not full on adventurers. Yeah, they were.
No.
They had some experience. A couple of them had more. A couple of them were ex-adventurers almost, but the fighter.
What
and
levels were they?
most of them were either level. They were a mix of level 2 and level 3. There was nobody higher in that group than level 3.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, really? I mean, there was enough of them, and like I say, they were more about numbers and being able to do damage pretty quickly, than being able to
Mm.
survive you.
And as the dusk falls,
Also, it was supposed to be an ambush, if you don't forget, and that could have been very, very bad if the
but we
clerics had
turned
gotten off
it
the things like
around
the
on
hold person,
them.
and
It's
the warlock had a chance to do anything. He was dead before he got a move.
Who was?
You guys absolutely neutered the spellcasters in that group so fast that their ability to buff, debuff, and manipulate the battlefield was basically taken off the table right from the first round. So, well, not quite, but just about. By round 2, it was done.
illegal.
But yes, it will be easy enough if you guys choose to do so, because I know we're coming up to 7. If you guys choose to do so, our entire session has been this combat.
That's what we expected.
But that's so you guys can very easily set up camp here for the evening, if you would like. Whether you choose to bury bodies after you've stripped them of loot or not, that is up to you.
Yeah, can we not have the bodies on the road?
Yeah, it is a crossroads. It would probably be better overall to move them, but that is still entirely up to you.
Frey, do you know what their keeper does for their death? They did die in his name. If he's such a fire god, would it be better to burn the bodies?
Can Frey do a religion check? Because
was
whenever
waiting.
whenever she hears the
Go for it.
Keeper of Summer, she's just like,
Yep.
Revolted.
You certainly
like
can.
her keeper is just like, don't you dare.
Yep,
She's
no,
just
go
like,
for it.
"Ugh." That is a 19.
19.
Mhm.
It's easy enough. I mean, most keepers have not exactly a huge amount of difference as far as what to do with dead bodies. as far as specific rights, you don't know. But I mean, chances are that the majority of people in the Summer Realms are either buried, or if they were a person of service, they are burnt, and their ashes are actually scattered out into the harbour to the north. If somebody can make that travel, if not, then typically they are buried beneath one of the silver oaks of the Summer Realms.
Frey's gonna have this little like a pause. Just gonna think a little. And she's going to, as things are happening, she's going to give these guys the right, like, the little prayer from her order, from her keeper, instead of anything
Ooh.
else, just to be like, yeah.
Oh wow!
And we're all gonna go.
Are
Frey knows
you-
best.
Are you doing this near the other werewolf ranger? Where
She's
he
gonna
can see
try
this?
not to, because she probably
Okay.
knows that he, you know.
Because the other thing being, I've just realised that's actually me. Silver oaks aren't in the Southern Summer Realms, so for the people who are in the Southern Summer Realms, typically they are
Thanks, Lizzie.
buried into farmland.
Hmm.
So because the Southern Summer Realms are primarily farmland, the Silver Oaks are in the north. So if they're not scattered out into the harbour, into the Great Bay, then typically they're buried beneath a silver oak or into farmland. But yes, you can certainly do your rites of winter over the bodies.
She knows that it's not a really respectable thing to do, but they are still dead, and she
But
wants
they
to
are,
just.
but it is still, you are still paying a respect
Mm.
in your way. Yep.
I mean, look at it like that. Others would say that's a hell of a disrespect, but
Others would, yes. And that's why I asked if you were doing it within range of the werewolf ranger.
No.
'cause-
Nah, we've
Frey would
tied
know
him to the
better.
wheel of the car.
Yeah, he might have some things to
Wheel of the
say about it.
car!
Yeah, so if he tries to get up,
Especially
he just
given that
turns
these
the wheel.
people
and
are
it-
clearly zealots. You know, that's kind of the big thing. Like most people probably wouldn't matter because these guys are so fervent about the Keeper of Summer.
Oh my god.
They
he-
might have a little bit about another keeper's rights.
And also, Frey's not gonna really talk to him.
Final.
She's just going to like make sure nothing, you know, he doesn't try anything.
Yep.
But she's never gonna really talk to
The ranger,
the ranger.
the
at
werewolf. Okay.
all. No.
Okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, so after you perform the rites of winter, you can set up your camp for the evening. I don't know whether you're going to be burying the bodies
yeah,
or not.
at least a shallow
now?
grave. They don't want to leave them out.
Yep.
I
and
vote
yeah,
to keep an eye on this guy.
I was going to say, you guys will be able to set up campsite, probably using some of their supplies. There is more than enough room because there were more of them than what there are of you. And the only other thing really will be, before we finish the night, is you guys will have to set up some watches, which we can sort out next time if you would like. And we can leave the session there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right.
Good job, guys. Fuck.
Nice.
So it was
Bender. Fuck.
yeah, it was a full session of combat, but man, I'm guessing you guys were probably looking forward to that as much as I was.
It was fun.
even though it was the equivalent of a random encounter.
That was delicious.
I still love the fact that that's the one you rolled.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I
Oh, cool. And that new Albion rodeo test, I feel like it went pretty decent.
it went really well. I feel like the
So-
stream looked good. I feel like
Yeah.
I want to go back and clip the moment that I went, wait, we have a body now. We can have a sleep.
the realization
Because
you
my
had,
face went kaboom, like,
I really did.
and
yeah.
mine too. Once I finally like.
yeah. Once
Once
you
once
clicked,
cottoned on.
and I took Vander to the side, like, where are we going?
Yeah. So it was mostly combat.
Wait, did you miss
but,
that?
That was a really good
Frank,
session.
did you miss that?
Hmm. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
So, Norfrit's basically gone, oh, you know that issue we were going to have about getting into the slave camp?
Oh my god!
Yep, there you go. Immediately.
Oh well, excellent.
Yeah, right? It works out.
Excellent. Yeah, it works out.
So you guys do still have
He's
another
ambitious, so we'll let
most
him.
of a day of travel before getting to Ruavan as well.
Oh,
So, yep.
that's so funny.
Well
Ah.
done, though, guys. That was really, really good. I don't care that I got Ruffle Stomp. That was fun.
It was a good time.
That was really, really good. Hope you
I
guys had as much
loved
fun as
the
I did.
dancing. I loved the interactions with the fucking bull.
Yeah, that's all bull. But everything's
I mean-
pointing us towards that swamp.
I mean, the thing being, you say that
Right?
poor bull.
No!
But if I had rolled better, it wouldn't have been that poor bull.
I can imagine like we're all sitting down and everyone's like, "Why don't we just go to the swamp?" And Nofred's just like, "No,
that
not
bull,
yet."
that bull, without a critical hit, had the potential to do over 30 points of damage in a single roll.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't close.
So I would not say that poor bull. Plus, it could do the
Damn.
petrification thing.
True that.
So
I just loved
I
that
rolled-
Sick
yeah,
had
you-
no idea.
yeah,
And
I rolled
so
badly,
just-
and you rolled so well.
Damn.
Yeah, and yeah, but just because I figured, hey, I'm a barbarian, I can chance opportunity attacks
Yeah.
because they'll be halved. I hadn't realized that the fucking ranger has colossal. Like that could have really bit me in the butt. I
Yeah,
had
between
like,
Hunter's Mark and Colossus, if you'd taken a little bit of damage from that Gorgon, he could have done some big damage. Like, I mean, you would have halved it still, but he has
they
that
would have
that,
chunked me.
that
yeah.
ranger specifically had had a chance to do a lot of damage, whereas the other ranger was the one who had some crowd control stuff. Like this guy had one ensnaring strike I gave him, and that was it.
Damn.
The other guy had the hail of thorns, and he had a heal, and he had some other stuff, some other gimmicks as well. But
It's such a pain.
Hell,
So-
that's the idea of it.
Proud of this
so good.
team.
You guys did incredibly well, so well.
We are gonna go right out to Narnia, who is live playing some Grounded. Narnia is a friend of the channel. We love her a bit, so we're gonna go say hello there. But thank you everyone who's sat and listened to the combat and hyped us up. Fucking 2 natural 20s, sick it. Can you just get? I would like one
Heck
occasionally.
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I only
Thanks,
rolled 2
Noctis.
natural ones, so I think I did pretty well.
You balanced me out, Quinn.
Oh,
like I was
that's so
waiting for
funny.
that nat one to come. Like right when he was gonna sneeze on me or something.
But thank you so much from us. Stay spicy, stay feisty. We'll see you in the next Syleria. 2 weeks. Oh, bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye.